Hey, everybody. I'm going to wait a few minutes for people to start rolling in. Got a good show for you tonight. This is my opportunity to really do a bridge building with a couple of ladies. So, hey, let's do this. And I'm really hoping that there will be success because I don't know. I can kind of see some peace to be had with these two, but it does have to be aired out. I mean, it is very important to be able to get out what you need to say in order to get to a conclusion. And Trumpy, I see you in there in my server saying to unblock you. So I'm sure you have another 20 sock accounts you can use. Of course, you want to stop everything and do this for you, okay? And I don't mind doing it. I mean, you're a long-term, subscriber, and I appreciate that. So let me hook you up for a minute. I think we blocked you because we got the wrong copy. So just saying. Okay, that happened, buddy. It sure enough did. Check this real quick. Like, I have to put it in slow mode. We got a big show for you tonight, guys. Huge. We are at the Anarchic Chick Show, guys. You've come to the right place if that's where you intended on going. Give me just a second, Trophy. Jeez. I got you, bro. Who else do I have on this list? There's Tuscany. Supreme Court judge. Oh, the good weird. Okay. That sounds good. Go ahead and unlock that one. Very good. I do want to read that, but I'd really start a whole bunch of shit if I did. Prime, I got a bunch of these in here for you, buddy. GED. Wow. Hello, Starlight. Damn. Might be a fake one. I don't know, guys. Why do you do this to me? Authority check. How many damn accounts do you have, brother? Damn. Trumpy, there you go. How about Crimea River? Is that you, Trumpy? How about one man in a panel van? That must be you. Sunshine and Rainbows isn't you. Loving Freeside. Oh, God. All right, fine. Canile. Cindy Erickson. Oh, my gosh. How did that get here? Unreal. Mike's left nut. Whatever happened to the right one? Somebody's cellmate. Jeez. Another authority. That's 5 authority checks. Holy crap. Street sweeper. All right. Let me get rid of that one. All right. You only have one in there, so cool. Done with you. Next. What are you doing? No, what are you doing? Panel is good. Panel van. I'm dropping a freaking link. That's what I'm doing. I'm about to have a couple ladies come up. Trumpy, you're here with the ... What are you doing? DDT. What are you doing? Paige. Paige, we had a little battle earlier, didn't we? But hey, you know what, though? We got it settled. And it just takes some solution thinking and it will happen. Trust and believe that. All right, ladies, look, I'm about to let you guys throw down for a little bit. Thanks for sharing that, Trumpy. You're awesome. Shout out to Trumpy, my buddy, my hood brother. You don't know about that, did you? I'm cut from the same cloth. Isn't that right? I posted it already. I posted it right above your comments, buddy. You see it? Can't believe I went live again. That's something. You see it? Let me pin this for you guys. Or why don't I just pin this one? Here we go. Who are you talking about? Are they on another panel with all that? I really want to know. Trumpy might be one of those, Paige. I don't think that YouTube allowed you to say that. Plus, that word is, well, I don't use that word. Go up there, Trumpy. Exactly. He wants to talk all kind of shite in my Discord server, yet when it comes to the point of him actually saying it face to face, he cowers down. So come on, let's do it. You wanted me to go live. Here I am. I'm still in the same monster for the past 3 hours. I know we did it. We took our gloves off and we powered through it and we came out alive. So that's the best part of it all. We're here to talk about it. We don't have to talk about it, right? I'm going to do that. Huckleberry. Is that the real Huckleberry? I see the pic. Might be. Yes, that or panty. I like panty waist. For some reason, that kind of stands out to me. Nobody's a cracky, okay? The cracky's not here yet. She's supposed to be coming in and fighting somebody else. I don't know where they are. Oh my gosh, how many times? How many times do I have to do this invite? We did. Exactly. They gave me the okay. And you know what we didn't do, though? We needed to make it a quote. That way it's official. Trump, you know about that. I mean, I know they can delete it, but we still have the original. But they can delete that, too. There's got to be a way where I can prevent them from doing that. I used to, guys, when I was in, like, servers and I didn't want to be in there, I used to go back and delete all my comments before I left the server. Oh my gosh, I had such a habit of doing that. I'm kind of out of that stage now. It's like, I can't go against my own word. I need to be impeccable with my word. So if I'm going to advocate for these different agreements, then I need to actually live them as well. Yeah, we confirmed it. I know you keep saying this, or I keep reading it. Good, great. All right. Awesome. Can't believe they're standing me up like this. They're still fighting. I'm gonna mute them. See, we don't go in voice. We go live, and then they don't show up. Where are they? Look, I'm not gonna sweat it. If they don't show up, I am great at these monologues. Yeah. I mean, it kind of depended on them to show up. You know what I'm saying? So I could perform my bridge building skills that I do possess, which people doubt that for some reason. I don't understand why. I mean, it's happened. Oh, here we go. Authenticated with YouTube. That's all that matters.
Oh, yeah?
Corn bomb. It's so old now. It's like not even funny anymore.
The corn bombing?
I know. It's, oh my gosh. Who used to laugh at that? Somebody used, oh, you did one time. Remember that? Remember they had it out with you. They're like, oh, she laughed about it.
I don't remember. But I mean,
distinctively.
it's kind of funny, like once in a while, because it's like, oh, got him, you know what I mean? And the people are shocked. But I think all in all, porn bombing is a pansy move.
Yeah, it's just malicious, you know. It's like, all right, you know, I value my channel, so why are you doing this? Um, oh, okay. There's one chick. Okay, so Maddie, she's like, oh no, I already said I can't go up, but she's wants to stay in the server
What?
and fight it out. So, hey,
Where?
Lauren, if you want to come up, we can. We'll stand in for Madison Lee. That's what we can do because they're in my server, the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're having a lot of words with each other. Even DDT is like, can you slow down the chat because they're fast. I think they're doing speaking to text. Obviously, there's no fucking way they could do this.
I don't know. I type pretty quickly too. I think especially if you're you know, you're in it, right? Like your
Yeah,
endorphins are rushing or whatever the fuck it is.
exactly. But if you're on your phone though, it's hard to type it that fast. I mean, I can type on my keyboard that fast.
Right.
Let me just say, Paige, hang on a second. Let me just say hi to Bruce from the Down Under. Welcome here. And also I want to say hi to Jugs, his wife. Tell her I said, hey, what's up? You guys came to see a fight. And yeah, I think it's not going to happen tonight, guys. I think it's just going to have to be fabricated between Paige and I.
Oh man, we gotta act it out.
Fabricated drama. Here we go. How dare you?
I'm not a very good actress, honestly. I don't think. I mean, I don't know.
You have to feel that rage to be able to get it out with somebody, probably.
Yeah. I don't know if I could fake rage very well.
I mean, you could always rage quit and then, you know, oh, I'm just kidding. I don't want to know. I don't do it. I'd be like, no, don't go. I'm sorry. Don't leave me up here.
Steph rage quit today on Boss Bitches, and it was so embarrassing. She's like, "Oh, really?" Like her fake laugh for like, you know, 2 minutes.
She
like,
didn't rage quit.
Go.
Yeah. She was like she was literally laughing about something, and then I guess she had to go and do something. So she left on a good note. I don't think that was
a fake laugh. That was a nervous laugh to try to cover up from the fact that she actually got called out on some of her shit for once. And then she got the biggest idiot on YouTube to come simp for her and then go, you guys should all just kill yourselves. What do you expect when you come on the internet? Huh?
You know, it's their favorite thing to say. I'm sorry I can't grant their wish on me offing myself. It's just not going to happen. I value my life so much more than a idiot on the internet telling me to end it. So that's never going to happen, guys. Just saying that right now, so you can pretty much just give up on that.
No, but the problem is I'm sure there are very fragile human beings, not only on the internet, but, you know, in person or whatever. It's just not something people should be fucking doing. And then he's like, oh, it's just hyperbole. Like, bitch, you know what the fuck hyperbole means. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, it was just crazy. Did you watch Boss Bitches today?
Yeah, a little bit of it. I did do it. Yep. I did. I saw them up there.
Yeah. Idiots. And the fact that they've been doing this, you know, to Alex for so long, and Alex is like the sweetest person and really fair. I mean, to the point where it's like, you know, she's definitely told me I was in the wrong sometimes or whatever. She's just really level-headed. And she finally had enough and just fucking ripped them some new fucking assholes today. I was like, whoa. Nice.
Yeah, it was amazing to watch too. It kind of went down that way. Sweet. If you want to come up, I'm trying to get Lauren up. You guys can finish your discussion. Lauren seems to be having it out with quite a few people, and I'm not one of them. I don't think Paige is either. And I don't think Starlight is either. So maybe it's just 2 people. I thought it was more, but after thinking about it,
What am I not?
oh, you're not on the outs with Lauren.
Oh no.
Okay, so Lauren, come up, then so we can dogpile you. Come on. No, it's good. Hey, Paige, it's
What?
good. Look, I'm telling people, you and I have done it so many times. We know we're gonna get dogpiled, and we'll jump right in that shit. Not it's
Yeah.
one time together we did it on Sancho's, but most of the time it's on our own. And so it's like, okay, if you want to actually be able to get your way out of it and still stay up there and endure it, you have to actually do it and practice it. But you can. One person can own the panel, or they can at least stay in the fight.
Yeah.
But it does take practice for sure. German lady, what's up?
Yeah, and it depends. I mean, it depends on who's in there. When you get people who are just like extremely fucking hateful, right? Like dogpiling.
Right.
At least for me, I mean, there's a lot of shit I could just brush off. Like, oh.
There's a lot of lot lizards out there, and when it comes to a lot lizard, you can't really go against them. They're pretty batshit crazy. Hey, COVIDs.
Yeah.
Hey, Bex.
Well, I'm sure they got to deal with a lot being on a lot. I shouldn't mean that.
Get it?
Yeah. They have to deal with a whole bunch of things. So they're probably pretty tough.
You keep it classy, you do. Sweet does. There's people who keep it classy, German lady, but then there's people who want to, tear out their weave and take out their gold grill and be like, okay, let's go. Here's my flip flops. Let's get down with this.
Throw their flip flop at you.
I told you about that chick I saw walking down the alley with one flip flop on. I'm like, damn, dude, she needs to get some, customers, so she can go get her other go buy her Dollar Tree flip flop. It was pretty. Bad. I don't know.
They literally sell flip flops, a whole pair for like 99 cents at Walmart, I think. They used to. I hate Walmart. I don't go in there all that often, but if I was ever like a lot lizard in need of a flip flop, I would probably go to Walmart or whatever.
Yeah. And they have the little convenient ones, like the corner. Oh, what's it called? Not a community store. It's like a smaller version of a Walmart.
Yeah.
And the parking's better. It's smaller, but there's less products, but still it has like the groceries in it and stuff. So that I don't mind. But when it comes to the big ones, like, I don't know, I got to get something in there, but I don't want to. Right. Yeah, I went into Lowe's. You have Lowe's there?
Yeah.
I went there today, and these 2 guys they worked there, and they were talking, and I was like, yeah, so I'm looking for this. And they're like, okay, it's down that aisle on the left, in middle. I'm like, they could just stop talking and they could take me there.
Yeah.
And then we went back to the conversation. I'm like, oh, son of a bitches.
Yeah, we'll send you down there. We walk down there. We're like, oh fuck, I don't see it. Okay, what the fuck? Let's find someone else.
Yeah,
like it's like a treasure hunt.
Oh, hey, Magic, what's up, Hippie? How you doing? Who else did I say? Oh, I said Huckleberry. I think. Yeah, I got everybody. Cool. So what's going? Something's supposed to be happening. Something's supposed to pop off. I'm just waiting.
I don't know. I can't. I mean, I can't stay for long. It's already way past my bedtime. But I was waiting on you to go live, and you had a bit of a technical difficulties or something. I think with the first one.
Oh, I was telling everybody to go back over to Rada's because I saw that people were still going up. So I was like, guys, you just go on over there then. That's what happened. And then he goes, hey, guys, go over to Shelly's. I'm like, already shut down. What the fuck? But look at us, though. Him and I are being like cordial and swapping times. And it's pretty cool. I hope it stays like that. I don't like when I'm fighting with him, because I do like him. And I don't know. We have these stupid ass falling outs, and it's just retarded. I mean,
I know. I mean, they're kind of funny though, too.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're funny for you necessarily, but
speaking of retarded, here I am.
I didn't need to say it. Okay, all right. Kidding, so
That was a good introduction. You talking about retarded, and here I am.
wow. I kind of oh man, I kind of timed that wrong. Hey, how you doing?
Doing wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
I
You
was
called
thinking,
me
you know,
classy. I'm
Hmm?
sorry.
I was thinking if I wanted to fight somebody, just anybody from Swag's Discord server, you can come on over, and that would definitely pop off. What, what were you saying, German lady?
Well, you said I'm classy. I had my unclassy moments sometimes. I'm not always classy.
Yeah.
You're funny though too, because if you know somebody enough, you know just how to push the buttons and pull out kind of like flaws that they have, especially if they're going at you. It's like, well, I have some things in my back pockets too that I can pull out. You know what I'm
Exactly. You gotta always have a plan B around here.
saying?
Mhm.
Yes,
So,
exactly. Yeah, the
so
plan B.
what's going on? Except of Tonic being clowned all day and being exposed and shitted on and showed as the joke he is. What else was going on?
Well, I mean, he did go after he has been going after Starlight for days
Mhm,
with his fucking
mhm,
title saying she's a meth head and stuff. I mean, he needs to look around at his own friends, and point the
mhm,
fingers there,
mhm.
and so it seemed like that she really had nothing to do with any of it, and he's just doing it by guilt by association, well, because his friend doesn't like her.
Yep. And
He's
guess
gotten
what?
to the point now where he'll just attack like, oh, you commented in Huck's chat, and then like literally, then that becomes like he'll just turn it into this big deal. Oh, so you want children to be, raped or whatever? Like
Oh,
he
he'll
just
turn it into something so like heinous that everybody
Uh,
would be pissed off about
I
if they
don't
heard.
think he can call anyone on that stuff. He said similar, if not worse stuff, and
oh
he
yeah.
talks
Oh,
children, so he can shut the fuck up when it comes to that. The whole hypocrisy thing, the whole projection, the whole no self awareness having. Stop it, stop it. You look foolish.
Yeah.
I think if one little thing happens to him, he'll just hang on to it and then just like go at that person really hard, and it could be something so small. What was he? What was he saying that he wanted an apology for? Oh yeah,
Oh
because
yeah.
she said, "Oh, your channel's only about Rebel." He
Hmm.
sat on that for oh my gosh, how long was it? Like 20-25 minutes trying to get
Right,
an
but it had
apology
been
from
days
her.
too that they'd been
It's the
fighting or
truth.
whatever about it, and then he went real life and fucking
Mm,
He
doxed
spoke the
Facebook pictures
truth.
of her ex's ex girlfriend
mm,
or her ex or
mm.
whatever. I didn't see it, so I'm not sure, but yeah,
I
I
covered.
was
And the
totally
funny
cool with it.
thing is, Paige, the funny
Mhm.
thing is, the skank cries about these things, but she sits and then fucking
Constantly.
is always cheering it on and
Oh yeah.
participating when other people's ex is getting pulled out.
Steph.
Imagine me. Imagine me. Now, I don't even know how her ex looks like, but imagine me getting a hold of a picture of her imprisoned
Mm.
baby daddy and pull it
Hmm.
up on a stream. That bitch would cry
Oh,
everywhere she goes. She is a
she would
dox, a
have all
dox,
her
a dox.
simps. Yes, she would have all her simps on that. She
Yeah.
has some kind of a way of getting them to do everything for her. It's like,
Mm.
what? Why? Why?
Mhm.
What does she have that they're just like, oh, let me go at that person for you. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Because
Bert used to do that for her.
she
Yeah.
befriends like men with you know lower sort of IQs and
Yeah.
and yeah, right. So she takes advantage
Like
of people.
Izzy, like
Yeah,
Tonic,
yeah, like yeah.
like AC, like Lord Twixter.
Right. And
Yeah.
she flirts. And if you have ever noticed, it was like that whole group she was with Bird when they came and attacked the ponies and said that they had surveillance videos of their children's schools and all this shit
Mhm.
that she got them to do. Um
Mhm.
yeah, I mean she was gross. I mean, she's just gross. But the reason that they do it all, she was all in their DMs flirting, so they all kind of thought, ooh, Steph, right? So that's how she gains her simps. Literally. I mean, sometimes I've looked in
Mm.
her chats like, oh, hey. And, you know, she's got all these men that are just like super fucking thirsty, and she's totally willing to take advantage of that. That's the difference. Most people aren't. Most
And she's
people,
not a catch. She's not a catch or a prize. Like, that's the funniest thing.
right. But they just need that illusion, right? Like these men
Yeah.
need illusion of a pretty girl, even if she's not really. I mean, I don't think
Yeah.
she's that unattractive, whatever. But I mean, but
Her drunken
she is.
screams are pretty funny. I mean, especially when she fell out of her chair. I mean, I know I broke a chair
Now
too
Shelly's taking
when I
shots.
leaned back. I mean, I did that too, but I actually broke my chair. But it was just because, you know, my chair was fragile or something. I don't know, but
Yeah.
you know, she had to catch herself because she was so in such a drunken stupor that she couldn't even fucking sit in her own chair. She's like leaning over and passing out. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, it's just not a good look for her. It's not classy
No,
whatsoever.
not
I
at
mean,
all.
I've seen
Not at
Paige drunk before, but she's not doing that. Come on now.
Right, but the difference is she's like an angry drunk. She just gets drunk or fucking high or whatever she does and attacks people. That's
She's unhinged. She's fucking unhinged when she's drunk.
yeah.
Like, you're
She's
kind of
wicked
funny.
courage, though.
I mean, I get Paige, while people could be annoyed by you at times,
Yeah.
but you're not like aggressive and like,
Yeah.
like, you know.
I mean, yeah, I've listened to myself once, you know, and been like, "Oh my god!" Right? Like, of course, people, you know, it can get annoying, absolutely. But I'm not over there like just constantly attacking people and trying to be like, "You doxed my kids," you know, over and over. And you're a fucking like just for no reason, just because she's, you know, on one. Right, because she's feeling powerful for the moment. Like, get the fuck over yourself.
But when it happens to you, she will say, "Well, you put your kids on YouTube, like it's your own fault." Well, she put her own kids on YouTube too. I proved it, and she cried about it.
Yeah, she did. But that's the other thing. It's like, oh, you dox my kids. First of all, what does that even mean? It's just a way that they make it sound so much worse. You dox children.
I've never seen anyone put her full name of her kids anywhere. Like, I have never seen it in any Discord, in any YouTube chat. No, nothing. That's a whole bullshit. She thinks court records of her truancy cases doxing her children.
Yeah.
No.
I doxed her kid's school district. Get the fuck out of here. She doxed my fucking home address. I've never done that.
Did she? Oh my god.
Oh.
That's disgusting.
She doxed the name of my father of my children.
I remember that.
See?
That was shocking.
See?
I did not know that she was going to do that at all. I never thought that she would go that
No,
way.
I didn't. Oh, it was an accident.
Yeah, it slipped. I accidentally timed you out. Whoopsie.
The reason she goes around and accuses other people of doing that is because that's what she does. So she does.
It's so easy. And she knows all about it. It's so easy to point it at somebody else. Wow.
Yep. And the whole CPS thing. Now that we know that Tonic got caught.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget about that, guys.
Exactly. He admitted CPS. He's an admitted CPS caller now. So she cannot really scream about that either. Like, literally, she cannot, because she is buddies with a CPS caller. She sits on his panels all the time. She cannot. You cannot sit on a panel with someone and then yell, "Oh, people call CPS on me, this and that." Nope. That card is revoked too. Stop talking about CPS. Be a better mother, and maybe not associate with people who call CPS on others. And
can you imagine if she did continue to say that after now hearing that, and he turned to her, he's like, "Well, I mean, I called CPS," and that would make him look so stupid.
To be fair, I don't think he said he did. I think he said that he threatened to.
No, I heard him say, "I did it because I was pissed." He was pissed, and he said he did.
Okay, I don't know. I didn't hear that, but
I will play it. I will probably make a whole clip, because many people in the drama community will not hear it.
So blatantly said from him. He's just like, "Yeah, I did because I was mad." And, who was talking? Like, who was asking him about that? Do you know who the other person was?
It was a woman.
It
Yeah, I
sounded
don't know
like
who it was though.
what's her face?
Was it that girl who we met who goes live and she came over and was hanging out here? What's her name?
Oh,
I think
Huh?
I think I have. Well, hang on.
I don't know. It was not blue butterfly. No, that's the other one.
Blue Ivy?
Glitterbug. It sounded like Glitterbug, but I don't know. I don't know who it was because I was over but Izzy was there, which is weird. I don't know. Like I didn't know that Tonic watched Controlla.
Oh, they know each other. They've been on panels. I know of that, but I thought they were getting along. Like I've never heard. Like I watch her sometimes. I heard her say she likes him. That's the weirdest thing. I heard her say on a panel that she watches him, but that was like many months ago when he used to do these panels. But she said she likes him. But
Well,
I don't
this
know.
video is old. The one that video we watched, it was old.
Yeah, but CPS caller is CPS caller. They still go at Penguin for
Oh, I
so
know.
if Penguin is getting crucified everywhere she goes, then fucking Tonic too from now on.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I'm ready for people to really call them out and say, "Hey, you know what? We thought better of you, and now we're hearing all this.
Mhm.
This doesn't
And
go
one,
away. This doesn't just get swept under
no,
the rug. I mean, this is pretty big."
no, no. And one step other, the women
Mm.
who go after Penguin, Squishy, Tyler, who else? Chicky. There were a couple others. I might forget a name.
Bacardi.
Yeah, all of them, if they are cool with Tonic and hang around him, they cannot call Penguin out anymore.
But they will. You understand? I don't. They'll just make an excuse and say, "Well, that's just Tonic." But nobody else. Somebody
He'll
else.
change. He's getting better.
No. They just don't care, really. Right? They'll call it out when it's someone they don't like. But when somebody they're friends with does it, oh well, that's just what they
Yeah,
do, and that's just the way they are.
yeah.
They're
It was
fucking.
just a troll. That's all. Yeah.
They're hypocrite liars.
It won't
Yeah.
happen again. It hasn't happened since then. Well, you actually picked up a phone and dialed the number out of retaliation. So, and
Mm-hmm.
that should be illegal, guys. It really should. They should
Happy
really
Hippie,
get away with that.
can you send me that link somehow? That would be great. And I'm Happy Hippie. Good job for even putting light on that.
Yeah, please put that in the chat, just because there's some people who maybe were not over at Rada's. I think Huckleberry's there. I don't know about Bex. You must be somebody new. But yeah, like I want to show it on here if you don't mind, Hippie.
Yeah.
But guys, please go over to her channel too. She has lots of videos about different scenarios that have been going on in this quote community. But I mean, I can probably keep it up.
The other thing is because people like I'm getting accused CPS and stuff. That pisses me off. Like she literally has a buddy who's now we know called CPS. She accuses everyone under the sun who she doesn't like, who's convenient to accuse of calling CPS. CPS never saw any proof. Never saw any proof. She was in a voice chat with you, PageB, that recorded thing with you, Panda, and all them. When she said
Yeah.
it was the ponies, it was the ponies,
Mm-hmm.
and then on panels she says it's me. So first of all, she's contradicting herself with all that stuff. And when I say to her, show proof, she cannot show because she knows I have the proof that court ordered that shit on her because of her not being able to fucking getting her kids
Right.
to school.
Absolutely.
Yeah. She knows she will look stupid if push comes to shove, and I show all the stuff that I have. That bitch cannot point the finger anymore.
But we say that, right? She cannot, but she will. And
Yeah.
the problem is she has a bunch of people in that other community. I was watching that Wendy V or something stream the other day.
People
they were
believe
doing
her bullshit. They do believe her bullshit.
Exactly. That's the problem.
Yep.
Let me pull this up and see if you can watch it. See if everybody
Literally someone said from the drama community, and I was fighting with them on a panel just the other day, said German lady said that Steph's children were tested positive on something. And I was like, wait a minute. When have I ever said that? I've never said that. There would be audio clips of it every fucking where, and I would be crucified. But
Yeah, I've
they
heard.
believe everything that bitch is telling them without any proof.
Have a good night. All right. Well, let's see what she has to say about this.
What the?
There's no sound.
Yeah, nothing's happening. Did you click share?
And it's
Your-
gonna
Please use the
come.
comment
It
section
comes on now.
and let me know what you
Do
think
we have to
about
look at his face while we're playing this?
it. Let's carry on.
What are you going to do, Amanda? Because I guarantee, if I ever saw you in person, you wouldn't do a goddamn thing. I'd be able to slap you right in the mouth and you wouldn't do a fucking thing. Just right in the fucking mouth. You wouldn't do a goddamn thing. You would just sit
That's the
there
wrong
and
video.
you would cry.
That's okay. I want to watch
Think
this
about
too.
an asshole like that saying that to a girl. He ever comes
Yeah.
across her, he's gonna slap her across the face.
Crazy.
You know, I recall that you pulled your ex-wife's or pretend wife's hair. You're pretty aggressive towards women, aren't you, Tonic?
Yep. Yep. How far-fetched is it that he would assault someone like SA? Like, how far-fetched is it with all his aggression towards women?
Let's watch how he's gonna fight you, Amanda. Is this maybe how? Is this how tough guy does it? The one who has violence against women? Hey, Tonic, have you ever talked about any type of violence with your ex? Let's go back in time and see, shall we?
That's not the answer. That's not the answer. Did your ex say that you pulled her hair? Yes or no? It's like, okay, you pulled her hair. So
Oh my God.
Yeah, see, you wanted to, see, I didn't want to go there with you, Tom, today on that live stream while she was speaking that you pulled her hair. Did your ex say that you pulled her hair? Did
That
she
was an
say?
argument that had nothing to do with the situation.
But that's not the answer. That's not the answer. Did your ex say that you pulled her hair? Yes or no? It's like, okay, you pulled her hair. So
Oh my God.
Yeah, see, you wanted to, see, I didn't want to go there with you, Tom, today on that.
I mean, it's gonna backfire. Bro, but like, you made a credible fucking threat. Yeah. I mean, what an idiot. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna backfire. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna backfire. Bro, but like, you made a credible fucking threat.
That's not that long ago, based on the background.
This is, pardon me, this is a good way to end with that slap in midair. So you can call yourself Hypercam 2. You can call yourself Tonic the Clout, Tonic the Fox, Tonic in Sales, Zachary Martin. You can call yourself whatever you want. You're despicable. And women that stick with you and allow that stuff, gals, you got to stick together and make men stop saying shit like this. You really do. Do I think he's serious? Damn straight I do. Peace out, everyone. And I'll leave you with one more picture. End violence against women. When you see it or hear it, speak up. Peace out.
Amen. Good job. I haven't seen that one. Hippie does some really thoughtful, like, videos, and also some just really funny ones too. Like, I don't know, they're good for sure.
I don't think the CPS one is on her channel.
It's on Truth and Tales. Truth, capital N. No,
She dropped, Huckleberry dropped the link in the chat.
no. STL snoring. Let me know if you hear it. I thought
I'm
she.
sorry, I can't. I don't know how to pull it up when it's
I think
there.
Okay, It's one word. Truth N, just the letter N, Tales. All
Okay.
one word. There you go. That's the one with that coffee.
Uh-huh.
Well, hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. I've been digging in some archives lately, just for shits and giggles on my behalf and to hopefully pass it on to you. So, who do you think called CPS or wanted to or threatened to on someone because they were mad at them? So, shall we see who the pig might be? I'm going to play it for you right now.
What?
Did you
What should I?
threaten to call CPS
Yes,
on them?
yes, I did.
Why?
Yes, I did.
Why would you fucking do that?
Because I was angry at control.
Right.
You
But you
threatened
have
to call
no
CPS on
fucking
her
right.
because you were fucking mad at her over some kind of
You
fucking
see, my young
bullshit?
man in the purple coat, you now realize how wicked this devil
Are you fucking kidding me?
You have been woke.
Izzy's
Dude,
up on
fuck
there,
you forever.
not too
That's
happy
fucking
about what he
shit.
hears.
Like,
And who's the one that called
I will
CPS?
defend your situation to a
You
point.
Tonic
But just
wanted to?
because you're mad, you have no fucking right to do that.
That's what's fucked up with the whole CPS system anyway. Anybody can
That's
get
fine.
smart
That's
and
fine.
make
Okay, I have no right to do that. I have no right to do that, and I did do that.
You're
You
Dude,
do
fuck
realize
you forever.
CPS plays a huge part. Hold on.
Just
Tonic,
because she
you
has a
realize
child,
CPS
she's not
plays a
allowed to
huge
be on
part in
fucking
sex
YouTube or
trafficking.
be on the internet. Fuck you. You're a piece of shit.
That's
What?
right.
That's
Did
what
you
I'm
hear that? She said, fuck you. You're a piece of shit. And you know what? You are. You keep kids out of everything on YouTube and you leave mothers or fathers alone, you piece of shit. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good day.
All right, guys. So that was a happy hippie on Truth and Tales. I really like how she, sets up her videos to put out a message, and she's passionate about it. You can tell when she puts these out. She's accurate and she's passionate. It is fucked up, Bruce. 100%. He admitted that he did it. Let's talk to him about it. He's always up here, oh, well, I want to ask you a question. And he'll go into that voice, or he starts, well, is it true that, and it'll be a total lie, but he'll do it just to like embarrass you. So I'd like to ask him, were you telling the truth then, or will you be lying now? Or are you going to tell the truth now? What is the truth? Did this happen? And I mean, it's just, I don't know. He basically has no right to call anybody out ever again. In fact, he should go on his apology tour. He should do at least Rebel tries to have a good show, and he tries his best. He's actually very entertaining. He does what he likes. Tonic isn't. Tonic gets his views from having shows about other people and humiliating them. That's how he gets his audience. That's how he did it for a long time. He'd be fixated on me. He'd be fixated on Paige and all these other people that he wanted to just, smear their name, ruin their reputation. Hey, we're still here, buddy. And now we can speak out about it. I'm not afraid to speak out. He's already doxed me. I had to strike him down for that. And remember that whole, let me just bring this up real quick, Paige. You remember that whole thing about the boob time somebody out? Remember that?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, okay? It's a 3-part process to time somebody out. When I was at work, I had it in my bra. How in the hell could I do that? There's no way. So I know that somebody went under my name, like they went under their wrenched name and just changed it to Anarchic Chick just to piss off Tonic, because he's like, no timing out. And, oh, Shelly, I was listening to his show and I had it on, but there's no way I could have timed out. And all these bitches were in his server voice going, just say you're sorry. Just say you're sorry. And until this day, he'll say, why don't you just say you're sorry? No, Tonic, because I didn't do that.
I don't know.
It's not scientifically possible.
It's not a 3-part process. I literally did it in your chat accidentally. I had my phone in my hand. The chat was on. And then I leaned over it, right? So that it was under my chest.
Hey, I have to use my face to open up my phone. You
Okay.
understand that?
No, I don't know which situation you're talking about. What I'm saying.
Because I have the iPhone, a
Mhm.
late model, and so I had to be able to. It had to
Sure, if it wasn't-
register my face to open it up, and then it was already on his page because I was listening to it, and then I would have to find the message, click on it, and then click. It's a 3-point process. It's not even scientifically possible in any way. So I just said, all right, well, maybe my boob did it, maybe that happened because he was just so adamant about, yes, it did. Yes, it did. So no,
Yeah, I mean, people with a wrench can change their name, like, whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that. I've seen fucking my name in his chats. Like, that wasn't me. That's for goddamn sure. I wasn't even there. And then you look it on the replay, and because he replays it on his screen, and it'll be somebody else's name on the screen than it is in the chat rolling. So people do that shit all the time. Like, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
that happened. There's no doubt about it that did happen. And then for them to pressure me to just say it. No, I said, you know what? I don't know if that happened. I'm not going to. But then after thinking about it all this time later, when he still brought it up just recently in the last few months.
That's another, yeah. Well, he's relentless with that shit. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't stop, and that's what abusive people do. Like, they just won't stop with this fucking.
They won't let things go. Yeah.
Right.
Hey, Lauren.
What is up? How are you, Paige B?
Hi, I'm okay. I'm sleepy and I got a snoring guy next to me, so I can't stay for long. But it's good to see you. How are you?
Good. I'm glad to hear you're doing well.
Yeah. I was super pissed this morning and yesterday. I held it together yesterday after I realized that those people fucking conspired against me once again to be able to try to, make me not be able to speak or type or whatever. And they, did it once again. This is the second time they did it. And then I, tried to remedy the situation myself. And then they fucking, went and tried to make it seem like I was trying to do something really bad against them when all I was doing was trying to make them not be able to fuck with me, because the person who was supposed to be doing that wasn't, even though she claims that she was. I was pissed about that. I was. And even though people say, oh, what's the big deal? Like, what does it matter if you're mod in Discord? It's not about that. It's about the fact that when you give people, power to fucking mute you and delete everything you say, right, to essentially make you invisible in there, and then the server owner says, oh, I'm not going to let that happen, and then they do over and over and over again, it gets kind of frustrating. So I was a little bit angry when I found out, but whatever. It's over now, so I'm chilling.
Yeah, I try to I was just on a panel and I was getting so frustrated talking to these people, not because they were saying nasty things about me, which they were. But I was frustrated because I was like, why am I wasting my breath on somebody trying to explain something when they are literally like 50, 60 IQ, And yeah, like that Lycan guy is just so.
Who? Lycan?
Oh, Lycan Theory, dumb.
Is that where you were?
I was on Shit Show and Rasolution came up.
Ew.
What's his name?
RAS, the guy with the tattoo on his
body. Oh, Rasolution?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I can't stand him.
Straight retarded.
He's totally retarded. He's had me blocked on YouTube for like a year now, so I can't see.
What a pussy.
I asked Lycan to come up.
What was he going at you for?
I actually have to go. Nick Ricada is giving me a shout out right now.
Ooh, what? You?
Okay, bye.
No way. You gotta restream it.
What'd she say?
Nick Rekieta or Rekieta. I don't know how to pronounce it, but he's a lawyer. But he's like a fringe sort of. I don't know. I love him. I don't love him. I think he's. I like his. I like his shows. How about that? I like his point of view on things. But he's a pretty huge channel, and apparently he was mentioning Lauren, so that's a pretty big deal.
Oh, it's a good channel. Okay.
Yeah.
You say don't restream it.
No, you can. I don't think he'll give a fuck. It's not like we're,
It's not like I'm really.
No, I'm just saying it's not like you're making a shit ton of money off his. We're just hanging out. I don't think he'd care. It's, well, I can't stay for long though, so I don't know if you want to do that.
I want to get somebody over here to piss off their friends, like Game Over 2. That would really.
Yeah.
That would really piss them off. Oh, we got somebody cool coming up though. You ready for this?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Get at the edge of your seat because you're gonna need to.
I am.
Pumpkin.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm
no.
here.
Hey, Rada.
Why are your names off on Discord?
What are you talking
What do you mean?
There's no names on Discord, like, so you can't. I mean, I'm sorry, on StreamYard.
Oh my god.
Oh, do you want them back? I mean, people. I guess that's why she asked, like, who's up there. It's not like you
Yeah.
guys put the real names anyway. So let's just, you know what I mean? Here.
I'm using my
can do
new
that.
real name.
Whoa, Pumpkinhead. Okay,
What is
Pumpkin. Okay. Little pumpkin. There it is.
So what's going on here tonight? What have I missed?
Oh, we were gonna have this huge fight and everything. It was gonna be really cool. So the intention was there.
I don't know. A fight between Madison and Lauren, I think.
Yeah,
Lauren,
they were really typing it out in the server, and even DDT was like, "Hey, can you like slow this down?" Because they were really going at each other, not in a disrespectful way, because they're both classy people, in my opinion. And just like Paige and I, if we had a fight, we wouldn't be throwing down. We would be intelligent about it. Do you get it?
No.
What are you talking about? Can you imagine us fighting? I mean, we almost had a fight today. You know, Paige.
Why did you two have a fight today?
Because she actually did something. I was like, Paige, what the fuck?
No, bro.
What did you do?
We're gonna take this to the panel.
Fucking Harry. She doesn't like me to use the word. I can't use the word pussy, but Harry Pussyface was using her picture, a mugshot as his avatar. In your Discord.
Keep going. Let me turn the volume
I
up.
didn't know it was her.
Tell yourself.
I literally didn't. I was like, who is that? And your avatar's like, I don't have to tell you. Shut up, stupid. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what is it? People can't ask other people about their avatar.
There's no questions allowed.
Yeah, right? He's just
really
being retarded, like always. And then Shelly was like, she's like, that's me. I was like, what the fuck? That's you? I had no idea.
But in your private chat though, she reposted it all big.
I made it bigger. I copied it and made it big. And posted it.
I said, Paige, what are you doing?
I didn't know it didn't
Of
look
all
like
things,
her.
too, like the worst picture ever. And she had just freaking plastered all over.
It still didn't look like you, even when I made made it bigger.
Did he change it finally? You know what he said? I won't be ignored. And then he put that and he posted that up on his avatar. He did not want me to not.
I've had crazy ex-girlfriends that said that to me before.
I'm sure some of them were on here too. Yeah, they were.
No, she was never an ex.
They keep going, hey, I'm still here.
See, here's contrary to popular belief. Like, I actually do date on the outside of YouTube just because I don't bring my whole business. Like Tonic wants me to bring. Fuck, I didn't want to say his name again. But he wanted me to bring his like names and people and everything. I'm like, fuck no. What? So you can dox them too? You freaking creepy little freaking
Yeah.
spazoid.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They'd call him just like they did mine. I don't know if Tonic was involved in that one, but his fucking bestie was. Fuck off.
Oh, they were all in
That's
voice
the whole
chat
thing.
together. None of them probably sat there and said, "This is not right. This is not
Mhm.
right." No, Tonic was probably giggling like a little schoolgirl.
Yeah, if they really thought it wasn't right, then get the fuck out of there and come tell me, right? Nobody
Yeah.
did that. Not a
If that was
single one of
wrong,
them.
yeah, right. Yep,
Mhm.
nope.
Right.
I'm really glad that you played that on yours. I played it on mine as well. From what was it called? Truth and Tales.
Mhm.
And because it's so telling of his character that he would actually go there when they were just totally like ripping or shredding Penguin apart for it, which it's not cool at all, Penguin. But the hypocrisy is so real.
Mhm. And she had done hers, I think, as a retaliatory call, which I don't think is right at all. I don't think any of it's right.
Mhm.
But they don't ever talk about that they called on her too. They talk about her fucking custody cases and all kinds of shit. Like, they all do the same shit, Then don't complain about it when someone does it to you if that's what you're fucking doing. Like, fuck right off.
It's not just calling CPS. There's a whole process that they have a due diligence that they have to go through whenever they're called. They have to visit. They have to go. So it's not just like, oh, I called and that was it. They have to take it seriously, and that person should have repercussions for doing that. And
Yeah.
I kind of want to follow up on that with Tonic and let people know, and maybe talk to controller. Controller.
Like a Nintendo controller.
PS2 controller.
Controller.
So, Rada, you had a good show. You had a good turnout. You guys are doing really good. I applaud you for that.
I mean, like I really like it's the drama. Like I really like I am really sick of it. Like I mean, like
I mean, I have my regulars coming over, and when I have fights and stuff, that's when people, there's a fight over there, and then that's when they show up.
Like I seriously was gonna go live earlier and just like I'm being perfectly honest. So my title was clickbait. That's the reason why I had it originally.
Mm-hmm.
And then Starlight contacted me. She's like, "Hey, do you mind if I come up and dress what Tonic said earlier?" I'm like, "Yeah, why not? Sure." Because I mean, it's not fair because Starlight wasn't around, so she wanted to say her piece. So I'm like, like she can go live. Yeah, she'll have a bigger audience, but like the people over there are gonna be like, "Okay, yeah, we know about this. Like we already know how much of a piece of shit he is, whatever." But then, here we are now. Like over here, like now people around here can see. And people were learning, like they were seeing the shit, like.
Yeah, exactly. It's a new audience, new faces. So when when people dox and they're like, "Well, it's already been out there. It's already been doxed." Well, now you have a new audience, and now they're seeing it too, and it's just dangerous.
Yeah, I hate that excuse. That whole like, "Oh, well, you've already been doxed. You already been doxed." Well, yeah, one needs to get more people to see, but is it right still? Like. Okay, so like it's a dox. Like other people cried for less, but now that it's like it just, I guess it's more like the double standard, just kind of like enrages me pretty much.
I mean, how do you feel about with Tonic and his name? I did hear Hippie say that in the video, and I'm not trying to call it out in any negative way, but I'm just like, well, what's that about? Because I mean, he doesn't use it as his avatar name. But
however, he'll sit up there and repeat his name over and over and over, his real name over and over again, because he has nothing to lose. Like, again, he lives with his dad. He has no job. Like, he has nothing going for him. Where, like, somebody else, like, they might have a job. They might have something going on where, like, okay, they don't want these weirdos, like, because it's not even, like, people here. Do you know how many people just lurk? Like, I mean, just people who lurk might be like, hey, I'll give you a perfect example. One night. All right. So one night they were on I think it was Paulie Crispies. Like, I mean, this is going back a year or two ago. And so they're going back on Paulie Crispy, whatever. And I was working. I remember this. I still remember the night. So I was working. So all of a sudden one day, at night, I get a call from a private number. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, nobody calls me. Like, all right, whatever. I answer, they hang up. I'm like, all right, whatever. So a little while goes back. I listen. They call back, or somebody called back. I'm listening to the voicemail, and I'm listening. It's like very faint, and I'm like, this sounds like Tonic. Like, what the fuck? So then I hear, like, I try to listen to it again. I turn the volume up, and it's like talking about like the police department, blah blah blah. Well, come to find out, I finally get the full story later. It's Tonic. Somebody said, yeah, call Rebel up. They post my cell phone number in Paulie's chat. So people are calling me thinking it's Rebel. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
wow.
it's just like, yeah. So I mean, yeah. So I mean, the moral of the story is like, all right, just because you've been doxxed before, it doesn't mean like, you know, like in like the first phone call, I finally found out who that first phone call was. It was somebody else that was finding out who it was. And they just called the number randomly. Somebody that like you would never expect to call a number. I mean, they weren't doing it maliciously. They just want to know if it was really Rebel's number or not. And they heard my voice. They're like, oh, fuck. Like, I don't want to fuck with you. Like, you know, like hung up. They're like, but it's just like, you don't know who's listening or watching or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lives with his daddy and they attacked Paige B for living at her father's house. What the fuck? Like, I mean, yeah.
Whatever. The people think they know what they're talking about too.
Right.
But anyway, like Tonic posted my phone number too one time. I got a bunch of fucking
right. I remember that. He posted your phone number. He like it's just like you don't know who's out there looking. And again, it goes back to the stop attacking women, please, because it's like he cried one day because of when Cal Cuddy or Squishy Cat, whatever, posted that video with what's her name, Stella, that docs video. He cried one day saying, Stella's a single mom. Why is she doing that? Blah, blah. Even though Stella hasn't even given birth yet. But that's another thing. But here he is, like, fucking up with other people. Like, it's just like, it's just, you can't talk out of your ass and your mouth at the same time, dude. Like, it just makes you look like the way you are.
An ass to mouth cuck face.
Little ass to mouth. Lauren is no longer here. She decided that somebody else was much cooler than us. So
well, it's Rakita Law. Like he really is much cooler than us.
And then she announced it, and she had to go. You know, with Tonic, there he's just like he's knuckle deep, knee deep into all the drama, and it seems like he just won't get away from it. There's no way he's working. There's no time off he has. I mean, barely even like. He eats his little snacks and stuff. I mean, he's not taking care of himself. And you know, and actually though, the longer that he does this, the harder it is to get out of that mode and be able to now I want to be independent. And you're already stuck, like basically. And I don't know. I have to have my independence. It's just really important to me. Yeah,
and that's the thing. Has he ever been independent? Like, yeah, he's couch surfed before. Yeah, he's moved in with friends, but like they've kind of always taken care of him. Like they kind of just like, all right, and then he just kind of overstayed his welcome.
He was homeless for a while. That shelter. I mean,
it's a shelter.
I mean,
too.
so he wasn't independent in the sense that he was able to take care of himself independently.
Right.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know. I just think he's kind of always been like he just kind of fell into like freaking, I don't know, like he just kind of, I don't know. He just kind of fell into luck where when we first met him, he was living at one place. He had to leave there. His friend said, yeah, come on in. Then his friend's like, all right, your stay is over welcome, whatever. And he had to leave there. And then, you know, Huck came in the picture. Then like, there he is. And now he got to Florida on a free trip. And now there he is with his father. And it's just kind of like, he falls into shit and comes out smelling like roses sometimes. And this kid doesn't even realize it. And he can't even humble himself by doing it. And it's just, it's like, dude.
There's been a few people who have tried to get him to the point where they can motivate him to be more, to do more. And no amount of motivation can change a person unless they're ready to.
No, it's just like, again, everybody wants to freaking...
he just wants to sit on a fucking roof, you know, and Category 4 and hurricane on a metal chair with a helmet. He just wants to
And then
sit
they
up there and
dump all this money into his pocket, and then they're like, well, then the first thing he buys is the Nintendo Switch, and then I have to argue with people saying, like, what the fuck? And everybody's like,
Right, and
well,
then
that's he
and then
was
I
just
mentioned that, and
replacing
it
what he
takes me
lost.
from his Discord because of it. What the fuck?
He probably banked a lot of money. But listen, can I ask you guys something? Do you really think that anybody believes that story? Anybody? Like
Yeah.
wholeheartedly?
Yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah, the
serious.
people-
Absolutely, 100%.
No
Actually, people believe it.
Oh yeah.
I think Navin
Absolutely.
Johnson believes it. He did a whole.
He does. Even after he heard all the inconsistencies about Tonic, how long he was up there, inconsistencies
How impossible
about
it
all
is.
kinds of shit.
Rana
Yeah.
even showed a video about when the guy. Remember that when the guy just kind of tumbled over in that hurricane in the hurricane.
Oh, yeah,
wave,
yeah,
and
yeah.
was like not
The
even
same
as
ones that he
strong.
was supposed to be in, and he just sat up there the whole time and wrote it out. Yeah. Okay. Like, sorry. Like, I mean, I just kind of.
I don't buy it.
It's amazing how, like, sometimes when people tell a story, they all look into it every 6 different ways to make sure it's true. But then when other people tell a story, it's like, yeah, no, don't ask questions. Don't ask questions. They're right. What do you mean they're right? No.
Well, yeah, what's wrong with you? Why are you asking
Yeah,
questions?
yeah.
Why are you researching that?
Yeah.
You know,
Because there's a
Shelley
shit
apologized.
ton of
You wanted me
fucking liars
dead.
around here, including Tonic the Fox, who's one of the biggest piece of shit liars around here. Absolutely, you're
Yes.
gonna research it.
Yeah.
And I don't care. Like, I hate it when people were like, "Well, it's his money. He does what he wants with it." Yeah, okay, that's fine. And no, I didn't donate, and I'm glad I did that. But like, it's fucking like, dude, like, you bought a Nintendo Switch. Like, that just shows you the priorities in your freaking measly little life.
Yeah. So he found his in the water. Is that right? Like the old one or what? Because he had to replace it.
he said he lost his wallet and his Switch, and somehow they just sunk right down and landed right in front of the trailer.
Well, a wallet would. I guess the Switch
A
would
wallet?
too.
It would sink
I don't
right
know.
down.
I
in those-
analyze shit.
Wait, hold
Like,
on.
and that story is
You're talking
insane.
about winds and freaking, water gushing right like through, but the fucking wallet and Switch would just sink and stay right there.
Thank you so
While
much
you've
for
got
talking about
propane
this. I
tanks
know it gets
flying
old,
around.
but it never gets old. And he would had an opportunity to go and tell his story to an actual, like, I
Yeah.
think like a new, like on a
I
news.
found 2
event.
of them. One dude, I was ready to interview him. He didn't want to.
Oh, that would have been great for him to do. He would get some acknowledgement for it.
Right.
I kind of wish
Bring
that he
some
would have
awareness. Whatever.
a couple laughs on the outside
a
looking
story,
in.
but no, he's not. He wasn't willing.
He
And
could
they got
actually
mad at
write
me.
a book about it. A fiction, of course, a fictional book that
I
people
thought he
would
did buy a
enjoy
new
reading.
Nintendo Switch.
Mhm.
I thought that's one of the first things he bought, Huck, was a new Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, he showed it in Discord.
Yeah, he showed it in Discord.
That's why. And then
You
I
should
went
know that,
around-
Huck.
Or I didn't go around. I went on a panel like that night and said something about it, and that's when I got
Yeah.
kicked from the Discord.
Oh yeah,
No,
that's right.
she's thinking that he tore up the place on purpose. Isn't that right, Huck? When she went back, she's like, "There's no way that this could have happened during the hurricane." And there's a couple things that she knew would fall, and they didn't, but then other things did. So, just lots of inconsistencies.
I don't know.
Everything's gone from wrestlers, video games.
If the winds were that bad, he's not fucking sitting in a chair on the roof, right? While, really heavy propane.
He couldn't have been
tanks
sitting
flying
on the counter or anything until he could.
And then he's not.
out.
He didn't find fucking Brother John.
Brother John.
In a fucking truck driving by to go
And
take his
Sister
stereo
Joanna and
equipment
Brother
somewhere.
John and others who were not in that area, but yet they were willing to help him out, of course, after the storm.
Right, driving by after this, the waters were so high that he was on a roof. Yeah.
He could swim in them if he'd had his goggles and his swimming shorts. Yeah, it was.
I don't know.
I
I think the problem is he probably was in a pretty shitty situation. And normally I would be sympathetic,
Mhm.
but the fact that he, turned it into this big fucking ordeal. It's like totally
Right.
nonsensical and unbelievable, and I can't be sympathetic.
And I think with the way he wants to be the center of attention, I think that's why like he's bored again, and that's why it's like nobody's giving me attention again. Like he was living the high hog on when right after the freaking hurricane, and he calmed down a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Well, to be fair, we're giving him attention right now. And that's the
Yeah.
only thing. Right?
Yeah.
To like talk about him all the time
Shout out to
Yeah,
Brother
we should
John.
is
shout out to
attention.
Brother John, and then not talk. About
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't mean to make you guys stop. I gotta go anyway because I gotta go to sleep. But
Okay.
yeah, I mean, it sucks that like these people want attention, even if it's negative attention. But it is. I mean,
Right.
it still sort of feeds that desire for.
Yeah, I mean, some of these folks are so lonely that that's the only attention they get, and they appreciate it.
Mhm. But good night, Shelly.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night, Ra. I'll see you guys later.
Rada, look, does he have literally like all these people who are on his side and they believe the story?
Yeah.
Really? It's mind-boggling. I mean, I don't mean to get all
No, like they
hysterical
believe he has
about
a
it.
job now, even though he's on the line more than me, and he's saying that I don't have a job. I'm like, well, you obviously don't have a job. Then if you're online more than me, dude. But
Yeah, he
whatever.
is. I'd like to clock his hours, but then I'd be, in the same boat that he's in and online all day too. And
Well,
Huckleberry's
it's
saying
not
that
that everybody's watching. Like, it's not that like
Mhm.
one specific person is watching him online all day. It's like a bunch of people getting together and be like, "Oh yeah, I saw him there." Yeah. And it's like it's everybody's stories matching up. It's like, yeah, he's online a lot.
you piece it together.
Whatever.
And
What's going on in your Discord? Where did Chip go? Would you kick him out?
Chip left because Trumpy was bullying him. He was saying, look, Trumpy won't show his snakes. He says he has thousands and thousands of dollars of snakes. He won't show that. Yet Chip was showing his motorcycle. He was showing he was at the NASCAR. He was showing pictures of that. So it's like, man, leave him alone, dude. You're not sharing, but he is. So Chip just he bowed out of that. He's like, fuck this. Yeah, Trumpy does. He bullies everybody. He bullies everybody. He says, Shelly doesn't care. We don't care. I don't care. So yeah, I'm trying to get him back. You're full of crap. Okay, you know what I'm saying, Trumpy? Full of shit, basically. Shellbell, what's going on? Want to come up? Let's talk. He's a ball buster. Nothing more. Yeah, he's funny. He is. Huckleberry, you should come into my Discord server because we all just kind of go at each other. But it's not. I mean, you've been in there. It's not like hateful. You notice that?
Trumpy's the only one that's very hateful, but he gets shut down really quick because everybody owns him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and plus he's another one where he doesn't get a lot of sleep. And
he's on methamphetamines. He's up for. I think right now he's on to like 12 days. No, I'm sorry, 16 days.
Right.
That's
And Trump, Trumpy, that's not healthy for you, buddy. You
don't
need to
do
get
that
some
many.
rest. Put the meth pipe down or whatever it's called. That's
Pipe
definitely plaguing this community is the
The
meth.
meth.
Yeah.
We have a meth
They
problem.
gotta have their meth. Yeah. They gotta have it. You own nobody, Trumpy. You see, it says, you see him? You see what he's saying there? I own everyone. Yeah.
Trumpy can't even get on
That's
camera.
funny, right?
You know what? I enabled a new rule, and I'm suggesting everybody does it. Like, you give Trumpy 10 minutes to get on a panel. If he doesn't get up there, you time him out. Then, or you block him for the day, and then the next day you give him 5 and block him. Before you know, you ban him for life, and then no matter what, before you know it, he'll never show up again. And they'll be out.
This is what I'm saying is that Madison, she's like, well, yeah, he comes into voice all the time. They showed me a picture, but he doesn't say anything. Yet he talks all this crap. DDT, he owns Trumpy easily.
Shellbell owns Trumpy. Magic
Yeah.
owns Trumpy.
Sweet.
A lot of people own
He can-
Trumpy.
yeah,
Trumpy's just
exactly.
in denial that he's being owned.
Huck owns everybody. I'm not even gonna lie about that. Like and Snark, yeah, I asked, invited you up. I'd like to, if you look, you see what I'm saying, Rada? You come on my panel, and the numbers start rising and rising and rising. Not
Oh,
like
man.
I'm looking at the numbers the whole time. I know you think that. But
Not
you know,
that I'm looking.
your channel's doing really good. And
Well, why did you go like you didn't like? It went overtime a little bit. Like I wanted to end it. But
I was like,
you ended
okay,
it.
there's not a lot of, there was like, I think 7 people, and I was doing my monologue, and I looked over at yours. I have my phone here, and I was like,
Yeah.
he's still bringing people up. So I said, hey guys, go on over to Rada's. He's still going.
No, never do that. I was trying to end it. Like if you see
Don't
me,
feel sorry
if you
for
see
me.
me more than 2 hours in, don't ever send people over. Like unless like if you want to start, don't ever, because that's what happens. I lose track of time, and then I just sit there. I'm like, what the like I didn't want to go even though that long, but
Because you know, the people here, they're interesting, you know, in the chat, and it is kind of hard to ignore it. They're funny. There's a lot of people who are funny, you know, and Trumpy is not one of them. Trumpy, you got to really work on that,
Trumpy's
buddy.
not very funny. Trumpy's very boring.
He's worse than that. He's.
Did you hear he tried to?
Definitely.
Did you hear that Trumpy tried to have relations with a mouse and it bit him?
I thought that was Cindy with the mouse.
Nope. This was Trumpy also. Cindy just had a mouse, but Trumpy tried to take advantage of the mouse while I was sleeping.
Oh my gosh, Trumpy, that's disgusting. I never thought I'd see that coming.
And then this is what I heard. The mouse still didn't feel a thing from Trumpy.
Trumpy, that's sad, buddy. That is sad. You got to get some kind of an extension going on there or something. Unreal. I don't get no kisses. Milkshake. Is that really sweet though? Because when I went to that channel, it was all kind of different videos that I'm not familiar with, and there were no lives. I'm really confused. If anybody can go to hers and double check, because she didn't get back to me when I texted her, so I think it's not.
Maybe she's
Okay,
looking
Shell
at-
Bell, if your head's hurting, you're listening to me. Okay, it's gonna hurt even worse then, probably. Just kidding.
You mean the Real Talk with Swedish Sugar? Yeah, that's her.
Well, she's not wrenched. And then if you go to it, do you recognize any of those? It's weird. I never. I
Well,
don't
she
know.
was supposed to go live yesterday at 1 p.m., but I guess she forgot.
Check your text. Oh, she spelled my name right. It's her. You never spell my name right. That's okay. That's your own special thing. So Rada, good. We're getting along. You know, we're exchanging
For
notes
now.
with each other. Yeah. Let's just keep it good, or you know, I'm gonna have to.
Swedish Sugar actually has 2
Rada
channels.
wants to.
Swedish Sugar has 2 channels, she's saying.
Oh, I'm silly. Well, what does that make you? Sweet. I want to
So
know.
is Lauren coming back? Where did she go? Like, what is she doing?
No, she went over to like a lawyer show, and I guess they shouted her out, and she's like, I gotta go. Bye. You know how she does her. Bye.
Trumpy did admit to sucking 42 dicks today. In your Discord.
You see, I mean, I don't appreciate you lying and saying you're straight when you're not. Like, I don't care if you do that, but you don't have to lie about it. I mean, this is, I thought you were trustworthy at this, you know, as long as I've known you, and that's actually a lot. I don't think I've ever even thought about, I mean, different ones, like, oh my, that could be a lie though. He could be, DDT could be lying. You know what I mean? It's hard to tell.
No, he actually, Trumpy did say it.
Oh, okay. Oh, he admitted that.
Yeah, it came
Kinda
right from
like
the horse's mouth.
Kind of like when Tonic admitted that he called CPS. Oh, sweet. I don't think you heard about that. All his clothes are. Oh, well, so wait. Let's listen to this. This is a good one. All his clothes are still on my perfectly dry counter in my kitchen. If he had a keyboard, I never saw it in his whole 2 bags. And 2 tubs of his life's belongings. It's funny. A keyboard. Didn't he have a laptop? Or so he had a keyboard with the laptop? Because I know I thought he went on a live stream. Maybe that was her live stream. was like half the size of a full keyboard. Mm. Yeah, see, his stuff, they would have been soaked because otherwise he would have just stayed in there. If it were up to the counter, I still wouldn't go outside though. I mean, I can tread water for a long time. I had to when I had to get my lifeguard certification. I had to tread water for 10 minutes.
Do you
Did
think
you ever have
fatter
to do that?
people have more buoyancy? Like, do you think he was able to float longer because he was how do I
Chubby?
say it nicely? Husky?
Are you lighting a cigarette right now?
No, I don't smoke.
Oh, I thought I heard a click, click.
Click, click.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, do you think he yeah.
Sweet. Oh my God, look what she said. Sweet. Look, it's Trumpy. You know what I mean? And it's not that form of bullying that you're thinking of. You know, I just call the facts out. If that's not nice, and I can't help him at this point. You know, Trumpy, we just want to see your thousands and thousands of dollars of snakes. I mean, and not a picture that you rip off from the internet because you brag about it. You know,
Not
be
your
about it.
vibrators. I'm sure it's his vibrators he calls the snakes, but
Yeah, well, Rick Crude has plenty of those too. So can you outbeat him? Rick Crude is another guy, man. As soon as he gets that bionic leg, man, he'll be unstoppable. He'll be able to get out there and fucking mow his grass again. You know, he likes
Right.
doing that. He likes to
hopefully
film himself.
he gets rid of that stutter though.
You think he got some kind of brain damage from the surgery or something?
Well, you
He's
didn't see the
never
video
had-
that Navin put up?
No, I didn't see it. I mean, he's never had that problem.
Yeah, like all of a sudden, I think he I don't know if he like touched the battery terminals with his tongue or something, but he's got this tick now. I'm a little concerned.
You're so funny.
All right,
You're so
anybody coming up?
serious
'Cause I'm
about it
dropping-
too. Yeah,
So
he's
certain people are concerned about my sleep patterns, so I have to go slumber because I'm very because my fans are my number one people on YouTube, and I want to make sure like they you know
they tell you what to do and that you follow them.
so I want to make sure I do slumber accordingly.
He's gonna take a visit to High Springs. You ever heard that? Oh, it must be a Florida thing. When you go, you're like, I got to go to High Springs. It means that you're like a bunk bed, like you're gonna go to bed.
Oh, you know who has bunk beds? What's that
Trumpy?
guy's name?
Trumpy and his lovers.
No. The guy that showed his balls on my panel last night.
Oh, that's that guy who was on your panel today.
No.
with
Oh,
showing his
Truthfinder.
tits.
No, Truthfinder. He showed his
No,
balls
he
on my panel.
didn't.
But he has bunk. Yeah, he has bunk beds.
Oh
He showed
my
his name.
gosh. I never thought he would do it. You know what I mean? He seems, because he never goes even on he never cams up ever. That's weird. Huh. What the hell? What does he have against anybody?
He just wanted to porn bomb me when he was up on my panel, and so I let him, and he showed his little wanker. And
That's the last time you'll make that mistake. Jeez. Trump would
yeah, I
probably.
guess you didn't think I was going to show it. I mean, like people were making fun of him because it was a little wank. I mean, it wasn't even a porn bomb; it was like himself.
I mean,
And it
you
got
don't
through the
even do that. At
algorithms
least you do it in
because,
the privacy.
nothing
of
happened. It's
Snap.
still up there, the video. So
Oh, so if you guys want to go check out some balls, it's over there. I'm sure you know
you'll have
YouTube
to get
hasn't
the timestamp.
discovered
Yeah.
it. Oh
Check out,
gosh, I'm serious.
check out his balls.
I've done like I have blurred out porn bombs,
Yeah.
and I just keep the video up. But anytime you
Well, what
shorten
sucks
it,
about that is like you lose your chat.
no. Oh,
No?
yeah, but you don't lose the views. And then if you shorten it or you crop it, then you lose.
Yeah,
the
no,
views.
I get that, but it's just like
Okay.
a lot of people like going back and seeing what's going on in chat. I mean, listen, let's at the end of the day, like we could be having a phone conversation right now, and we wouldn't need like 40 people watching us, but it's the 40 people that are in chat that are actually making the like a lot of people like I not you, but other people, a lot of people, they just go on panels and they just talk to each other, completely ignore chat, and it's like, dude, that's what makes and breaks you. Like that's people are there to like chat too. Like we could just be on the phone with each other and having this conversation, but you gotta pay attention to chat too.
So you want to call
But
me?
some
Is that what
people
you're
don't.
saying? You're going to call
What's that?
me? Were you going to call me or something? Is that what you were trying to
No,
say?
no, I was just saying. I mean, it's
You're
just
not
like it
going to
just
call me? Oh,
no,
okay. Right.
no. Because remember the last time I called you, what happened?
What, I got another call or something? I don't know.
No.
What happened? Wait, what happened? I don't remember.
Thank you. Do you have anything further to add to the panel?
Yes, I do.
Do you have?
And then it went on from there. So yeah.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No. I can't.
No, just play it. Just...
Nope. I can't. I gotta go to bed. All right. I don't
Wait,
want to make sure.
wait. No, they
What?
want to hear it. Don't go.
I've already played it.
No, they didn't hear it this time. Huckleberry didn't hear it. All right, bye. Get out of here. Go. Rage quit. Oh, rage day. Hey, Rada. You're still here, buddy. Toxic Tonic speaks about the death of... oh, I remember that, sweet. That was some fucked up shit, but it wasn't just him, though. I think it was... I don't want to say it if it's incorrect, but I think it was Bird also. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Oh yeah, no, Huckleberry. And that's the thing is, when your husband was making that video, that he, Tonic is like, oh, he's not talking about me. Nobody's ever called me big boy. Really? I mean, it can't be anybody else except him. And he's just trying to find any little loophole that he can to get out of what he was saying about pulling up. I don't think he wants Mr. to pull up. I really don't. I'm pretty sure that Mr. is not too pleased with him, especially everything that happened. So, and yeah, I am involved because I like Huckleberry, and a lot of people are involved in that story. So, I mean, I feel okay talking about it. It's all live. And my opinion is that he might not want to keep taunting him and saying, yeah, okay, come on. What are you going to do? Well, you don't want to know what he's going to do because he's not happy with you. So, Tonic, he probably just needs to stop, provoking people completely. I waited for this day. After he went at me so hard for so long. I waited for this day for other people to speak out about it because people would just watch it and love it. And I'm only speaking for myself. I'm not speaking for anybody else because he's done a lot of people wrong. A lot of people. And I have an opinion. I was a recipient of his abuse, basically. And harassment, bullying, totally. People, fucking Steph, there's no such thing as bullying. Then why does YouTube label it as bullying and harassment? Why would they have that word there? Because it's a thing. Get it through your thick head that yes, adults can be bullied as well. I've been telling you guys this forever. When you go at somebody for just them being themselves, there's something you don't like about their character or because they're different from you, then you feel like you can attack them. That's not right. It's stupid for you to keep picking targets. People are dropping like flies from your support system, buddy. He's not going to have anything left. I mean, he's really barely standing on one leg now. And I would just love for him to say, pull up to me. Because I'd be like, fuck you, I'm not pulling up because I don't want to see you. And what the fuck, why did he try to friend request me today? He's not a friend. I'm not his friend. So that is totally irrelevant. It doesn't apply to him or to me or to anybody else he's been trying to slide in the DMs when he has a girlfriend. What? You need to get your man in check because he's slipping, sister. Shout out to Brother John. He's slipping, you know, and if you don't see it, I don't know what to tell you. I'm surprised she stands beside him. I think she's new, so she doesn't realize all the shit he's done. I mean, let's say, you know, that like, okay, for example, if Rada and I were together, it's just an example, and I started doing some really shitty shit, and he heard it from everybody. Do you think he would stay with me? You know, do you think he would co-sign? If I did the things that Tonic's done, you think he would co-sign with that? I mean, I have a past, I have a record, yeah. But I'm not doing shit to people now, and I haven't been. And I haven't done anything. I try to, you know, treat people with respect. And if I didn't, then he would leave. He would walk away. He'd be like, I don't want a part of this. You know, and this chickie, she's sticking around. Sticking it out for the long haul. My ride or die. I don't think he has the capability to truly love people. So if she thinks he does, good luck. Good luck to her, is all I have to say. And this is not me shit talking. This is me being real. So, you know, I would like to meet Brother John. I would like to shake this guy's hand and be like, you know, you were there for Tonic. And that was really cool of you, dude. But I don't think I'll ever see him because he doesn't exist. There is no Brother John. And for all you people in his Discord server and Swag's Discord server, you guys you're fools, okay? You're suckers. You're motherfuckers, okay? COVID, if you could just please, for the love of God, stop trying to get in Sweet's pants. She's with somebody already. And his name is Trumpy. Trumpy with the snakes that don't exist either. Okay, if Brother John exists, then Tonic was sitting on the roof in a metal chair in a Category 4 hurricane for 10 hours. Did that happen? Please, oh my God, somebody come on my panel and say, I wholeheartedly believe Tonic's hurricane story. Please, for somebody, please tell me that they do. I have to hear it from their mouth. I'm so serious, like seriously. Please, oh my gosh, I will wait 5 years and I'll always remember this story. And I just really, really want to hear somebody admit that they trust him enough to believe this fox tall tale. I'm going crazy. Am I going crazy? How can you people, you fucking idiots, believe this shit? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to get off of here. I just can't. Yeah, have him repeat his story straight. Again, no interruptions. Oh, please, somebody, anybody, please. Oh my God, I don't care if I hate you or not. Just please come up on my panel. The link is pinned, and just say, Shelly, you're an idiot. The story is real. Just say those words, please, on air for everyone to hear. And you can speak for other people. Whoever comes up, you could be the spokesperson for other people who stand beside him and stand beside you. So anybody, somebody, please, I have to hear it from the sucker's mouth, okay? From the horse's mouth. And when I heard Paige and Rada say, people do believe, I don't believe them. I don't believe that anybody believes that story. Now, I want to believe that there is a Brother John because I like that part of the story. I could see him out there going, hey, man, this was rough, glad you got through it. You were, Tonic, you were the only one on the roof, by the way. And, props to you for being able to sit in that metal chair the whole time. That motherfucker. He says, we got through it. You don't have a scratch in your body. He's like, Brother John's like, I don't know how you did it. It's a miracle. He says, I've been living my whole life waiting to see a miracle. And this is it. This was my purpose in life, was to see you, Tonic. You have made my whole existence valuable. Because of you, I believe in miracles, and I believe that there is a God, because God saved you, Tonic. God saved you, and he loves you. So, you went out on a limb, buddy. And you made it. You made it through. You will make money from this. Mark my word, buddy. That's what Brother John said. I'm going to invite somebody up real quick, okay? Hi, sweet.
Hi. You wanted somebody to come up here and tell you that the story is true and you should believe it. And so that's what I'm here to tell you. It's true because it was said several times in different formats. So that has to make it true.
Sweet. You're on the bandwagon.
Come on, Shelly. We got to give credit to the helmet and the chair.
What about the propane tank? Can you attest that was true? Wow.
You took the words right out of my mouth. See, you are already believing. I knew it.
Oh my gosh. It is easy to, now I see what you mean. It is easy to be swayed that way.
And
wow.
And I'm also here to tell you that you're wasting your breath on, preaching to Tonic about God, because he clearly does not believe in God. Only for that one moment did he believe in God. And you and I both know if you don't have total faith in God, it was just a pure coincidence, but he did survive. And I'm here to tell you.
By the grace of God, or whatever the higher power may be, he was saved, and everybody was crying about it. I mean, they were literally scared that he was. Sorry, it's very emotional for me.
I'm sorry. I wish I had a
I know.
Kleenex for you, and I would most certainly hug you at this.
When Andrew went on Corrosive's panel, just coincidentally, and said he's okay, it was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. You know, it was a miracle.
Aren't we glad that we can have so many miracles in this community? I mean, we've got colonels who stand up and walk.
Are you okay? Are you hanging in there? Doing good?
I'm hanging in there.
This
been
is tough.
We've
No, it
also
is.
got people who fake suicides and survive.
Mm-hmm.
We've got so many miracles in this community. We have definitely got a God who is looking over us.
You know, and surprisingly, all the people that he's told to off themselves are still here. And that's a miracle.
I agree.
Because, I mean, he could have told the wrong person who was already on the edge, and then they would just, you know, but they didn't.
Well, we could use Rebel as a perfect example. He was going through some tough times, and they weren't giving him no slack.
No, and Rebel wished, you know, people to off themselves too, and I do remember that. And he apologizes. You know, he said, yeah, I was at a low point in my life. Okay, well, where's everybody else's apology? If they you know, worship Rebel so much, then they put him before God, clearly.
Well,
I mean, basically, Rebel is Tonic's God.
It's pretty sad that Rebel has to be the one who sets the precedents and the standards for people like Tonic.
He does, you know, and when Rebel's in a good mood, everybody's in a good mood. You notice that? Everybody feels happy. He gets us out of whatever we got going on, and he's very insightful.
Since Rebel had his hospital visit, I've only been over there a couple of times, and I think I'm blocked, so I gave up.
Oh, okay. Maybe he'll see this and do something about that. But he was on a pink cloud for a while, you know, just meaning that life was great in every which way possible. But that doesn't always last. I hope it lasts for as long as it can. But then reality, you know, sets in. It's like, okay, you know, in my position, I'd be like, I don't want to go through this again with these guys, back and forth, restreaming, going off, and sitting and shit. Like he's spent. He's totally spent, and I can tell. He's ready to just stop it all. And it took a drastic measure for that.
On a serious note, Shelley, I think we all get to that point at one time or another where we
the breaking point.
Fed up. We're fed up. I know I reached that point at one time. I had so much faith in people, and then everybody let me down. And I shouldn't have had expectations so high on these people because I didn't know them. But I thought in general, all people try to be good. And I've learned that's not the case.
This guy might have tried to be good. His name is Joe Cool. So Gigi's saying that, you know, we've also got great people like Joe Cool who keep the women happy. And, you know, and also Joe Cool is a pillar in the community.
He's following GD's footsteps. What can we say?
That's one person's opinion.
Definitely. I'm not going to hate on him for it. He could follow the ex-pimp, sex trafficker, sold drugs in a school zone, allegedly. All he wants. That's up to him.
Sounds terrible. Really
Those are
bad.
the type of people that GD supports. He's Team Joe Cool. So.
Joe Cool is a player. You realize this. You guys realize this, right? His ability to commit, it seems like, is not so great.
You're talking to the wrong person about that. I don't have anything nice to say, so I better not say anything at all. That's my theory. I don't know if you noticed, I have a panel that is scheduled and I have not changed the date on it, and it's for a particular reason. I will eventually do that panel, probably tomorrow. I just
okay.
had to put it off, but
Lauren
was I wanted to do it in the morning, but I've got a guest whose schedule I'm trying to coordinate with, so I can't.
You're probably trying to
say.
gather materials too. I mean,
Oh, I've got plenty
you're
of material. I've got
you're gonna
plenty of
show
material. I'm going to
show
show some
things to us.
clips, and I'm going to show some receipts, and I've got
No,
a
he's
whole
not,
list
Judy.
of issues to go over.
Let me
GD
just
is on my list, Shelley. Thanks to you, I've learned to make lists.
right. I love it. And Trumpy's saying, Shelly, mom me and take GD's wrench. GD is my top mod, buddy. So
Ooh, big
yeah,
mistake.
that stays in place everywhere I go. GD had it. We had it off and on a long time ago, and we finally just come to the conclusion that we can banter with each other and not get, not to get personally and get mad. I used to get upset with him, and I used to take his wrench, and I don't even remember why. But see, he can throw these jabs out, but he doesn't mean it in a malicious way.
Yes, he does.
No, sweet. There's no way he would pull up on anybody or do anything.
No.
Fucking it's that Zippo lighter. I swore that Shiva was behind that. Found out that it wasn't him, but all the fingers were pointing at him. With that whole thing in that story he was telling Tonic, and I said, it was him. It was a sign, a signal to her, and it wasn't even. That was funny.
But what does it have
You're
to
like,
do
oh, Shelly, no. You're like, Shelly, no, it's something else. It's
So
not that.
what does that have to do with GD and his malicious behavior? Did he
How did I
send me
get
the
to
lighter? Did
Oh,
GD
okay.
send me
Because
the
I was
lighter?
saying GD wouldn't send a Zippo lighter, and then I went off on a tangent.
Oh, okay.
He wouldn't do that. That was the point.
He would dox though. He would,
I
and
don't
he has.
think he ever. Sweet, I don't think he ever has
I've got plenty of evidence that shows otherwise.
under his name.
Under his name. As a matter of fact,
D.
a couple of these panels are still up. One of them was almost 2 years ago.
If it's on mine, you need to let me know because things
No.
slip by in the fucking chat.
It's happened on yours, but I've addressed it and you've taken care of it immediately.
I did.
Yes, you did.
See there? Told you guys. I'm on it. Sweet, prove that was on your panel. I would love for GD to come up and speak to me because he's definitely saying some things in the chat, but I'm not hearing him. Who is this guy? Oh, it's probably Prime. The name is I Could Be Anyone.
Even a porn bomber.
God, who the fuck is this person who keeps on whining about porn bombing?
That would
For
be
real.
me.
Okay,
What's up, Andrew?
what is the issue with this? How often does this happen? And then what happens when you get porn bombed? Do you start crying or what?
Dude, Jackstar, listen,
What?
this is what
What?
happens, buddy.
Tell me,
Okay?
tell me.
People
Well,
get
before I
their
have to
the
blame
channel
you.
shut down. Why don't you ask DFK about that when his buddy Andy?
Well, why would I ask anybody else when I already had 3 of mine shut down? So like, cry
I've
me a
been
river.
I've been shut
Why are you
down for
asking the
same
question then,
reason.
silly?
Largely because every time I show up, somebody starts saying, "Oh my God, here come the porn bombs!" When I've never done that, and the shit's happened to me. So what the fuck?
Is that true, guys? In the chat, put a 1 if this guy's ever porn bomb. His name is
that
Jackstar.
true,
He's
guys?
coming in as I Could Be Anyone.
I don't know
Yeah,
who
I could change my name to
Jackstar
whatever
is.
you like.
You could change it to Not a Porn Bomber. Get out of there.
Fuck. You know what? Just fuck off.
Fuck you, asshole.
Who the hell was that?
The thing is that I owned him. That's how you do it, Trumpy. I mean, the way you're doing it ain't working, buddy. Okay?
now,
This
let's
is how you own somebody.
Let's
You
talk about
outwit 'em.
Trumpy now. Let's talk about Trumpy. I don't appreciate you picking on him and bullying him. I am going to make him a t-shirt that says, Shelly bullied me.
All right, like the one that you have, right?
Yes, but better.
Yes. Okay. With my icon, my personal icon that he stole, and he's not giving me any of the proceeds from that, right?
Yeah, you should sue him, Shelly. Those shirts were expensive.
Sweet. you're starting to trigger me right now.
Sorry,
So,
Shelley. Let's change the subject. Let's go back to talking about Trumpy getting bullied.
let's talk about Joe. How about that? Would that trigger you? You wanna
No.
go toe to toe, sweetheart? We can do this. You know,
Let's
we've
talk
done it
about-
before. I'll pull up the fucking 10th man's panel. Damn. Oh my gosh.
Don't
Back
make
in the
me call
day,
you a lot lizard, Shelley.
I know. And you know what? 10th was like really mediating pretty good. Did you notice that?
I think we had our first argument on NNEs. And it was
Wow.
NNE and then you and then Silver
You
Diamond.
came on mine because I said come
And
on
me.
up, or I said something like come get me or something like that. All my haters.
Yeah, you
I'll have
called
to
me
find
out in
it.
the middle of the night one night when I was sleeping, and somebody sent me a message. Shelley's calling you an ace a bitch, and she's telling you to come out and fight. I'm like, but we
Why would I do that?
can't fight. She's way over there, and I think you were in California at the time. But I was like,
Oh
she's
no,
way
I
over
was
there
in
and I'm
Florida
over
then,
here.
and there was going to be a rally, and I was like, and Joe wanted me to no, a couple of people wanted me to go, and Joe was going to be there, and I was like, sweet, why don't you show up? Come on, come meet me. And I was like, at the time, so serious, like, but that's ghetto. Like, why am I'm talking about other people? That's so ghetto that I said that. I don't care. I was like, wow, let me go at this, because I was not liking you for some reason. And you're like, all right, I'll get on, and I have to find that, because you're like, I think you said I'll get on a plane or something like that. You were down.
I was actually getting on a plane. I was going to get on a plane to go out there to go see Joe, but I had a conference going on. So I was already out there. So,
oh my gosh, really?
Yeah. But of course, I wasn't going to tell
Could have been,
people,
right?
you know,
It could have actually happened. Like, that's so, where would we be now? You know what I mean?
It was funny. That was when PDF and all of them went out to the Trump place out there.
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm glad I
Peanut
didn't
was there.
go, because that was just disaster, I think.
It didn't look like it was that fun, though.
No. We did a
No,
lot of
Trumpy, you know
walking.
what's very rude? Your face. Okay, I own your face, and I continue to own you every
Oh my
single day of your
gosh.
life. Yeah, it's true.
Shelley, you're starting to sound like Bird with Shiva's face.
Oh,
You don't want to be like that.
Trumpy, I want to let you know that I am not like that. Okay. So if you are starting to think that, you're wrong, buddy. And you can just go, F off with that fucking thinking. And that's what I want to say to Trumpy, because, this is what he says. That's very rude, Shelley. You believe this shit? Of all things. Sweet, you're not saying anything, and it speaks volumes.
Uh-oh, what am I supposed to say?
Well, I want to say something to Trumpy. Stupid fucking people get stupid fucking prizes.
Okay,
right?
let's dissect this situation here, Shelley, because I really want to get to know the true reason behind why you and Trumpy just can't seem to get along.
Well, and this is why, because I own him every day. And
Well,
he
that's-
doesn't, if he ever admitted that I own him, we'd be good.
That's
So,
not building bridges. And you just got done preaching. You just got done preaching to Tonic, and now you want to burn a bridge with
sweet, you're
Trumpy.
calling me out on my own show.
Okay.
Excuse me.
But
Oh.
don't pick on Trumpy no more.
I
He's
don't
my
know. I
buddy.
mean, you get two females together, you guys know this. Unless they really know each other, I think there's a competition a little bit. Do you feel like that? I mean, not now, but just in general. Like, let's say I had Swag up here. Do you think that would go well? Come on.
Not with me
I
on
would
the
just
panel.
I would find something to fight about with her, because
Oh,
I
you don't
just
have to find anything if I'm up here. Believe me, darling. I've got a few things to say to her.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember her being on Polly's panels? We would be, laughing and giggling and having fun. And
She was on mine with Rada and Tonic, and we were all playing and having fun. And then all of a sudden things got to her head and people got in her head and it all changed. And I know who.
And she said on Rada's yesterday that she's never had a conversation with me. And I said, well, that's interesting. I've sat on panels with her before and we've had conversations.
Oh, selective memory.
The running joke at the time was that her and me and Polly were going to have a threesome. Remember that whole thing? We were going to get into a big old huge pool of Jello and have a threesome Jello fight. Remember the running joke? But she's never had a conversation with me, though.
What a bold-faced lie.
Yeah, she would wreck me. I've seen her. I saw what she looks like. One look and I would run.
One thing I wanted to address was that Lauren said that she owned you.
Oh, I'm saving this gushy stuff for my panel. But yes,
okay, she was on my panel today, and she straight up was like, there was no competition.
Oh, of course not. She owned me. We'll just say she owned me. Now what, Lauren?
I don't believe that.
I don't believe it either, but we'll let her say, she's entitled to her opinion. And
I didn't see it, sweet. I'm sorry to say that I didn't see it. I've been working on some projects.
She thought it was a good idea to laugh about me doing a welfare check on my son who was having a mental crisis. And
okay, wait. Was this on your channel?
No, it was on Rada's last night. He had to step away and get some coffee.
Of course, that's when it all lets loose.
Yeah. And Lauren decided she wanted to throw that jab. Well, today on his panel, Peachy was up there. And
yep, I saw that. I was there. Mm-hmm.
Yep, she thought that was the best part of Rada's show. And I thought, well, that's interesting. She thought the best part of Rada's show was making fun of somebody who was having a mental breakdown.
Peachy, some of the things she's saying, it's really surprising me. I know she's still going at Cindy, first of all. Then she was kind of sticking up for Tonic. And now with this that you're telling me, that's three things that I just kind of didn't agree with her. I'm not saying I dislike her or anything like that. I'm just saying, I don't know, things are kind of changing.
I really liked her at one time, especially during the time that one hot gal passed away. Mm-hmm. I thought we had really bonded and made a connection. Mm-hmm. And then one day, I think it was Bird and 303 were on a panel and they were doxing me and saying some really hateful and ugly things. And she was on the panel and she was contributing to that conversation. And I thought for somebody who I shared Bible verses and things like that with, I didn't think that was the appropriate thing for her to be doing. And when I called her out on it, she got upset and now she's lashing out.
Sweet, you know what's happening, right? She's gotten desensitized. She's knee deep in all this drama.
Sadly, and if she's actually having all of the medical issues that she is, I would hope that she would find some peace and happiness in her heart away from YouTube, because it's obviously toxic and not healthy for her.
There's a lot of negativity and a lot of it. And if you're always immersed in it, it really gets to you. And I'm telling you, there's that desensitization where now, it's almost like she's just not even the same person as she used to be. And I'm not saying that I don't like her. I'm just saying she's changed. That's all.
She has. She was on Vegas Valleys last night and they had a disagreement over the Bible and what people's beliefs are. And her behavior was interesting, to say the least.
Was he siding with her, or
I was confused in the beginning about what the situation was, so I rewinded, listened again, and I still didn't quite get an understanding of whether in the beginning they had the same idea. I thought they did, but then at the end it seemed like they had different beliefs, and their beliefs were clashing, and Peachy wasn't being respectful and letting the other person share their ideas and their opinions and their thoughts and beliefs. She kept talking over him, and it just wasn't
I mean, we do have freedom of
productive.
religion, so that's our First Amendment. You know, I don't know if maybe people could honor that. That'd be great. In my church, you know, we honor, you know, people may worship how, when, or what they may, and that's just one of our, you know, faith beliefs. So I like to hear people out, and yeah, if they don't believe, I'm like, well, you know, God believes in you, so. And that's just me projecting my feelings and beliefs. So for people like not to believe, I do like to talk to them. And sometimes I do like to persuade them. And maybe that's not the best thing to do, but I don't want to fight somebody. And people are like, oh, you got to avoid politics and religion. Well, not on here. You know, this is our opportunity to be able to be civil with each other.
And learn from each other and be open-minded about it. My best friend is an atheist, and we have some really, really good conversations, and we keep it respectful. And as long as you keep it respectful and cordial, then you can learn from each other. I thought a person who was an atheist was a devil worshiper. Now I have a best friend who's an atheist, and I know that's not the case. I've learned so much from him. You know, so it's all about being open-minded and willing to, you know, learn and listen to the other person.
Sweet. There's people like that I know in this quote community, and I would disrespect them. I would. And that's not who I want to be. It's not what I want to do, but I want to disrespect some people.
I try to avoid them kind of people, Shelley, and that's why I get mad at you when you go on panels that, you know, are toxic like that. I'll, you know, tell you afterwards, why were you, you know, or whatever, you know, I'm like, don't put yourself in those positions. It's like walking into a bar that, you know, is not safe for women, and you still go in.
Well, Paige does it.
She has a husband that follows her around. She's got a bodyguard. You don't. You're a rabbit. You're a rabbit.
And I don't want anybody to side with me. If people side with me, they're going to be in trouble too. So I really don't want anybody to side with me for their own good. Yeah, but you know, maybe if I had backing, we could, you know, we could really
and that's how
Rebel this shit out.
That's how Rebel feels. If he just wants to be understood.
Yeah.
I think everybody, you know, I keep thinking back to something that Word 'em Up told me, is that everybody just wants to be understood, and they want their chance to be heard, and they don't want people judging them until they're done. You know, judge people, but do it inwardly. Don't. If it's going to hurt somebody, I mean, come on, the common decency is to keep your mouth shut, you know? I mean, that's something you learn back in preschool. You don't have anything nice to say,
don't say anything at all.
Watch that on Bambi, you know, when we're kids.
We can still practice that even as adults. That'd be great. But, you know, I will say, you know, with the St. Francis prayer, they say, you know, to understand rather than to be understood. So it's better to, like, if we understand somebody else and try to, then it will come back to us. And that's the karmic thing of it all. But, you know, my church doesn't talk about karma, but I still believe in it. You know, I think what you give, you get. And when you get older and you know better, that karma is fast. That karma happens really fast. So, yeah, guys, keep being malicious. It's going to come back to you. And you already see it happening. It's unfurling right before your eyes. I'll think of the word later, but right now I can't think of it.
I had a conversation.
Unraveling right before your eyes. And it's
Yes,
happening,
indeed.
guys. Bullies, harassers.
Shelly, I had a conversation with Joe's mom one day, and she told me what goes
Mhm.
up must come down. And I had never seen it that way. I always said what goes around comes around. But then she put
Man,
it
that's
into
a law
perspective,
of gravity.
you know, yeah. I
It's the same
believe
thing as
that
when
to be
you're
true.
when you're like Trumpy and he stays up for days and days. You know, he's all up, and you know, eventually you're gonna come down, buddy. You're gonna crash. So you gotta sleep. You gotta get to bed, buddy. Okay, get your little blankie and your binky, and hit the sack.
There you go, picking on my Trumpy again. I'm telling you.
You have no idea.
I
You
went
know
into
what this
your
guy puts us. Like, oh, for fuck's sake, he loves it.
Shelly,
He
I
loves
went into
it.
your server for a few minutes the other day, and it was like, bam, like flies on shit, and you know, like
Oh, all the
damn.
pictures that we have of him and shit. Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't even stay long enough to see that. I'm just talking about the attacks on me within seconds of being in there. I was like, dang, this is like
Oh,
walking
sweet.
into
I
the
didn't see
gauntlet.
that. Oh my, you guys stop. Good God. Oh my gosh.
That was your head mod that was doing that.
GD. Listen. Okay. I gotta read this and I gotta figure it out. So I'm gonna have to start taking roles away. See, I have different roles, and depending on how they're acting that day, depends on what role they're in.
That's too much
Basically.
responsibility.
Trumpy has hit the knickers in a wad many times, and that's the bottom of the barrel, basically. And I've had to put him there, but he does raise up. DDT has been there before. You know, I put Maddie there. You know, Maddie said something to me, and I said, nope, role change.
I've got a question. If Trumpy is sleeping every night,
Then why is he such an
said,
ass?
No, you said he's not sleeping. If that's the case,
That's what
how come you're not
DDT said.
responding to my DMs at 4:00 in the morning, Trumpy?
Damn.
What are you doing? if
I
you're
got
not
somebody coming
sleeping?
up. I didn't ask you prior, but you might be okay with it.
Sure.
Hey.
Oh
Lauren.
goodness.
Buddy.
Oh my gosh, it's the iguana. Somebody must have shut off her heating lamp.
Yeah, that's super funny calling me iguana, but you know what isn't funny?
That's not your last name?
About calling the cops on your son. So I know the full story now. And
I
that's
don't think
not
it's cops, Lauren. If you want to back the fuck up on that one for a moment, I'm not trying to be rude, but it wasn't the cops.
Oh, it wasn't, because she did admit earlier that she did call the cops on her son.
Yes, I did actually.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and she
I
said
did.
that it was because
I
he
did.
was suicidal, but actually
But
no.
she
he
didn't
wasn't.
call.
He
Oh,
was in
you
a
called,
Facebook
sweet.
post, and it was
Yes.
because of his girlfriend.
But it happened. No,
right.
he got
That's right.
swatted though at one point though, right, sweet?
That was after, yes.
Okay. Okay, that's another story. So this is
Yes.
one that she actually called because there was a situation
Yes. And this was
going on.
this was the year before, like in November or December. It has nothing to do with anything on YouTube. But because certain people thought that it was cute to air it out and broadcast it live, they thought it was going to hurt me. I had to come forward and own up to it. Yes, I did. I called the police and did a welfare check on my son. He was having a mental breakdown.
No,
And
he
needed
wasn't having a
assistance.
mental. No, you were.
How
having
far away do you live from him?
About 3 or 4 minutes.
Didn't you try to go over there or not?
I did go over there. I was outside when I called the police. I had my other son with me. I don't need to explain this to Lauren, but I'm just saying.
You're a
I'm just
liar,
saying.
and everybody
I'm
knows.
just. I'm just saying because I'm owning up to it. Because
You're a liar. You're
I
not even
think-
owning up to it.
I think mental health awareness is a very serious situation.
Why don't you?
And
No,
with
you're
my
lying
son's
about that. I
blessings-
think it's pretty serious as
With
well.
my son's
but I think it's
blessings,
pretty
I can speak
disgusting for
about
you to
it.
lie about your son's mental health. You're the only crazy cunt in your family. Your
Lauren,
son's fine.
See,
that
no,
is
I-
not appropriate, Lauren. Okay, listen.
That's
what
why
did,
I won't come here
Lauren,
at
what
other
did she
panels.
lie about?
Shelly,
She's
I'll
lying about her son's mental health. He
Shelley?
wasn't suicidal. He posted a thing on Facebook that
Shelley?
she didn't
What?
like about
I'm
him.
gonna
and
drop
his
down
wife.
because I'm not gonna talk
I'm
about
gonna
this on
drop
somebody
down
else's panel.
because
If she wants to, she can talk with me like a civilized person.
no, she's not gonna do that. She's not gonna call you a cunt and anything like that. So it doesn't matter what happened. It's important for people to be respectful. And why would you lie? There's no indication that there was any kind of a lie. So for you guys to be saying that, no, you can be mad at me if you want. This is a personal matter. Lauren, please be respectful.
What's happening,
Right,
Shelley, is
she's
there's
lying
many
about this one.
circumstances.
Wait, one at a time. Lauren, one at a time. Let Sweet talk.
What's happening is there are many different circumstances where the police were involved. Some were personal family matters, some were YouTube matters. And
Mhm.
somebody from YouTube decided to bring all of it forward and put me out there as a bad mother. And people like Lauren, without
Mhm.
hearing the whole story, they
I heard
make
the story.
assumptions and
Wait, wait, wait.
judgments and they go off and they make themselves look like fools. And I'm okay. She can say whatever she wants because I'm secure in my relationship with my son. He's gotten the help he needs. And we don't worry about people like Lauren who have negative things to say about it because we
Because
know
you're
the
lying.
truth.
No, everybody knows the truth. Check chat. No one agrees with you. You
I
are
don't
lying.
care what
All the
anybody.
receipts
That's
have
the
been
difference
shown.
between me and you, Lauren.
You're talking over me.
Other
I let
people's
you talk.
opinions don't matter.
Two
Okay,
people
gonna
are
get that?
disagreeing, Lauren. Two people.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Please don't interrupt me. So we have receipts of the Facebook post that your son posted, the same post that you declared was the post that made you call the cops.
Seriously?
Nothing in that post
Do you have to
indicates
post that
that
show
he
talk
was
about your sexual
suicidal.
assault?
And
Would you please
so you're
show
going to
your
interrupt
post
me.
for your
So you
sexual
took yourself
assault?
off mic to interrupt me. So anyway,
Will you
so
show
you
that? When you
lie.
show your sexual assault receipts, I'll show mine for my son's
No,
mental
you don't
health.
have to show the ones for your son. I've already seen them, and I know that you're a
Then what's your
liar.
point, Lauren? What's your
The point is that you're
You're
lying.
entitled to your opinion, and I'm
Can
giving
you
you
let
the
me finish
chance to
my
have your opinion.
Lauren, what did you see that's pertinent to her story that is just such a life-changing thing? Like, what did you
She's
see?
lying. She pointed to this one Facebook post as her indication that her son was struggling with mental health. There was nothing in that post that indicated that he was struggling with
How
mental
do you
health
know that?
because I saw the post.
But
How
why
did
would
you
he
have- you
say
could
that?
not have seen
He
the
wouldn't say
post.
that.
So the cops
could
never.
not have seen
Her
that
son
post.
didn't go to a mental health facility, did he, Sweet?
I'm not going to disclose
He
that
wasn't taken
information to
away.
you. That's
The
not
only
your
thing
business.
that happened that day was Sweet was restrained from going on her son's property. Isn't that right?
No.
Yeah.
I have a key.
You're
I
a
can go in
liar.
anytime I
You're
want
a
to.
liar.
Stop saying that, Lauren. That's not cool.
It's okay. It's just showing her immaturity and her
Liar.
unwillingness.
You're
to
not
listen.
hurting her feelings by doing
No,
that.
she's not.
Lauren.
She's showing how immature she is, and that's okay. I'm okay with her making herself look like an idiot because I think it's important that the world sees what a fool for a lawyer they have.
But Lauren, nobody would put in their own Facebook that they had a mental health issue. People wouldn't want to air that. So that's really not any kind of proof that she's a cool liar.
She
Right?
pointed to that Facebook post as the reason that she called the cops. And there was nothing in that post
There
that
was more
indicated
to
that
it.
he had.
There was more to it, Iguana, but I'm not going to disclose that on public. No,
Okay,
it's
yeah,
not
I
your
read,
business.
I read
Mind your own
everything,
business.
and she's
It's not
literally
your
just
business.
lying, and that's why she can't go into
Let's
details.
talk about
and
your
that's why she's
sexual
saying-
assault case. Shall we talk about your sexual assault case, Lauren?
Do you
Where
want
are
to
your
talk
receipts?
about
Where are
that?
your receipts? Where
Lauren,
are your receipts?
lied about anything.
No,
You
but
wanna
you're
talk
talking
about
about something
personal.
really personal of hers, her story. And if you want to share something personal about
Something that
you,
she
then
lied
I can
about
continue this.
and made public.
It has to go both
Something that
ways,
she
right?
lied about and made public and
It
publicly
goes both
discussed
ways,
multiple
Lauren.
times.
You
I
made
never
yours public
publicly-
by going on Daily Mail TV.
So yeah, I did that many years ago to try to
It
help.
doesn't matter.
Did I finish? I have not interrupted you once, and you continue to interrupt me.
Because you're nobody to me.
Oh, really? Well, then why? Okay, I have a question. Why did you not go live this morning?
Because I was having fun watching you squirm and wait for me to go live. That's why.
You watched me squirm? Did you?
Yeah. You were in my chat wondering where I was. You said I was on meth.
You are.
Okay.
She's not on meth. Trumpy's on meth, not
No,
Sweet.
let's leave Trumpy out of this. This is about me and Lauren.
So
Stop,
yeah,
GD.
when I went to your channel though, you say I'm a nobody. I go to your channel.
And you give me views and clicks that I don't
You can't
want.
even let me finish my sentence. You can't
No,
even-
you're
so
nobody.
scared of what I'm gonna say.
You're
So anyway,
nobody.
you go to your channel.
She's a known porn
Please.
bomber. I would have a screen and
Well,
overlay up.
Go to my channel.
Lauren, if
and
you do, seriously, there will be some
I would
consequences.
never porn bomb. People know that I don't do that. So I've only done it once on Rebels. After
You
he did-
admitted it on my channel, Lauren.
Yes,
I
admitted
remember
And
you
I said you
saying
do
that.
it for fun. It's
Yes,
still
I admitted
posted
that I
up.
did it once on Rebels. Yeah.
You said
Well,
you
do
did
you
it
have
on
one
my
lined
behalf.
up for this show? I mean, what do you have?
No, I have
She
never
said
done it.
she
I did it
did
once
it
on
on my
Rebels immediately
behalf.
after he porn bombed Sweet.
And what
Right.
happened with my channel?
So
It got
I go to your
terminated, right?
channel and I go to your home page and you have 3 videos and you have 166 views on the first one, a lot lizard and a pimp walk into a bar. You
Yeah.
have 172 views. Let's clear some shit up real quick. And then you have 218 views. So great job on your highest.
Ooh, ooh, free
video,
promotion.
which
Keep going, girl. I'm
Sweet
loving
is
it. Keep going.
Two-Faced.
Subscribe
Lauren
to Sweet as Sugar.
So Sweet is Two-Faced at Lauren De Laguna. So the only video that you have that's broken 200 views, you had to at me in. So
That's
you're-
not all her. She has a different channel. It's not all her videos.
Don't
and
tell her
you're
about my other
saying that
channels.
I mean
I
nothing
won't.
to you. How many of my videos have Sweet as Sugar in the title or anywhere in the description?
Probably
for
not.
shouting out
because
my
she-
Or
channel,
anywhere
Lauren.
on
I
my
appreciate
community
it.
page have I mentioned you?
Make sure
So
you say
you're
that my
the
channel name.
nobody. And everybody knows that. That's why you have 180 subs.
Lauren, I just gave
Lauren.
away a channel that had 2,000 subscribers and it was monetized because
Oh, so still
that-
less
I'm
than
not
mine,
about clicks and views, honey.
clearly, because you
I'm
don't get it.
not.
So
I-
then what is your life about? Just calling the
I-
cops on your 2 grown sons, which
I
you've
have-
done
I'm
before.
about
Lauren.
clicks and views.
It's
Lauren,
clearly not about her
I'm an
family either who
admin.
hates her.
I'm an
Lauren, you do
admin.
realize that I like side with the underdog. So just because like the way that you're treating her, I can't even side with you. And I like
don't
you.
really need you to side with me because I don't really.
Yes, you
need your
do. You need
support.
some help on
No,
this one.
No, I don't need your help at all because I don't need your help.
She's all
ever.
about attention.
I'm
That's all
pretty
she
sure
wants.
somebody's in your ear, you know, and telling you all these things that you need to say to her and stuff. You're probably getting text messages and all that
No,
bullshit.
actually, I'm a grown woman who could think for myself, unlike you because you're brain dead. But Sweet as Sugar.
Oh, I have
Oh,
plenty
insulting
of
the
brain
host.
cells capacity in my head.
No, you don't.
Trust me.
Okay, this is where I drop down.
I mean,
and
do
let
you
the
have a
two of
college
you
degree,
duke it out.
Lauren?
Yes.
Bye, Lauren. Bye, Lauren. You're welcome to come up on my
Shout out
channel
to
when
Brother
I go
John.
live, okay?
I'm welcome. Wait, did you just say I'm welcome to come up on your panel?
When I go live, yes. And
So
and
next
we'll,
time you go live,
I'm gonna
if I'm in the
I'm
chat,
gonna
so I
bring
can
the
come up on
receipts
panel.
that you asked for, honey.
Okay,
gonna
I'm on my
dump-
computer. I
I'm
can
gonna
bring
bring 'em
whatever
all.
receipts you want.
Lauren,
Thank you.
since you're so
Thank
smart,
you.
do you have a college degree?
Yes. And a
Okay.
JD and a Juris Doctorate. That's a PhD for lawyers. Do you have one of those?
You don't have a PhD. I want to see
Yes, I
proof on
do. I
that.
have a
Yeah, let's see your
Liar.
receipt.
I have
There's
a
no
Juris-
way. You
What do
wouldn't be
mean?
hanging out here as much as you do if you had a PhD. You'd be like
Are
with your
you
colleagues and doing
are you
some regular
seriously-
things in regular
I'm
life.
seriously unaware that I have a
Bullshit.
Juris Doctorate.
Nobody believes that, Lauren. There's no way. That's just not you. People don't do that in that class.
I think somebody just posted a comment, and it was proof
I
of
can't
her
believe that this is
saying
I
she
can't
failed.
believe you would say that. I really don't.
Okay, hold on.
Understand.
Antarctic. You know I took the bar exam, right?
And you failed.
Hold on. You know I took the exam, right?
And you
Okay.
failed.
Hold on. In order to take the exam, you have to have a Juris Doctorate.
And
So I have a PhD, you dumb shit.
In what?
I'd love to
Benvenuto?
see the proof of that.
Stupidity?
Please
In
show me the proof of
stupidity?
this.
You are the two dumbest women on the face of the planet.
Which school did you get it from, Lauren? Because I'm going to look it up.
Suffolk
Which school did you get it from?
University, Suffolk University Law School.
How long did you go to school?
2 years.
What year did you go?
Yeah, right. You didn't get it. Fucking, you're a fucking liar.
You
You
forget
are
which
such a
community we
liar.
come
There's
from. We
no
look
way
everything
in
up.
hell that you could get. Please tell me you're kidding. Please.
Yes, they have a 2-year fast track degree. So typically it takes 3 years for a law degree, but Suffolk University has a 2-year accelerated degree that a very few limited number of students get into. I got into that program after receiving a math degree from UC Davis, where I got a bachelor's of science.
And what about your degree that you got at the university? Oh, wait, was it the Air
Where
Force
did
Base
you
in
do
Colorado
that?
Springs?
Wait, did either of you guys get any degrees from any universities?
Yes, I did.
Absolutely.
Where?
Yes.
Absolutely. I got a degree.
What?
University
what are
of
your
Northern
degrees from
Colorado.
what Sorry,
I
what
have
was
a bachelor's degree and it took me 4 years. There's no way you can get a PhD in 2 years. You're such a liar.
So it took me.
It's not even cool for you to do that.
This is
She was on Vegas Valley saying she had that she was a lawyer, and then like a few days later she's like, I am not a lawyer. I am not
an
giving advice.
attorney.
And
I
I'm
can't
like,
give legal
lawyer,
advice.
attorney, same thing.
No, they're not.
Yes, they
Put in the
are.
chat if you've ever heard
They are.
somebody say that they got a PhD within 2 years. Somebody put a 1 in the chat.
So you do 4 years for your
If she's
bachelor's.
lying.
Why are you interrupting me? You do 4 years for your bachelor's, and then you do 3 years for your Juris Doctorate. I did my Juris Doctorate in the 2-year accelerated course. So I'm going to pull up Suffolk University.
I asked you, how many years did you go to school?
So I did 4 years for my math degree, 2 years for my law degree.
That might be believable, but you
What do
didn't
you
say
mean
that.
that might be believable? That's
You
how
didn't say the 4 years in the first place. Obviously, you went straight to the 2 years, and I was like, "No, there's no way." But
You asked how long I took for my PhD, which took 2 years.
Aren't you still going to school, Lauren? Didn't you have to
No,
get off
I
of a panel last
graduated.
week because you needed to study for something? Get your
Yes, I
story
had a
straight.
Dude, you're called continued education. So once you become an attorney, you still have to do continued education.
Don't you have colleagues that you'll be like conversing with?
That's
and sending
interesting.
people here?
So here is, if you allow me to share.
You're literally looking up information on Swedish Sugar.
Here is
when
my fucking school.
You're
Here's
not
the
even
accelerated
fucking
degree
in the real life like you should be.
Here, can you see? I'm sharing my screen. You can add it. So here is the accelerated degree
Yeah.
program from Suffolk University Law School, in which you could get it. So Suffolk Accelerated JD program, highly driven.
Hang in there. Hang in there for a second.
For
Hold on.
24 months.
Yeah, it's me.
Oh, that's a great cover up. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's a shitty cover up.
It's just shocking that they think I'm lying about
All right, so here's the thing. I think there's some confusion up here. First of all, Shelly, let them speak. Like, you keep on interrupting them. Second of all, yes, you can get a JD within 2 years. It's a doctorate. It's a Juris Doctorate. It's a doctorate degree. So yes, it's like a PhD. You can get it in 2 years. You finish it after you get your master's degree.
Whose panel was
She
this?
didn't get a master's
or
degree.
your bachelor's or your bachelor's. I got a bachelor's.
No, that's what I'm saying. You have to go and get your master's.
You don't have to get your master's degree to get your Juris Doctorate. No.
Look, accelerated degree. Okay, so key details, curriculum requirements. So
Let's go to the requirements.
This is actually what you do in the thing. This is like what you learn there. General requirement, academic. I don't think that's what it of it.
So this
I
is
don't-
an online school?
Oh my
No.
God, Shelly, stop!
Suffolk University Law School in fucking Boston.
God, Shelly, you're starting to look silly now.
You look.
I had hope for you.
The dumbest woman alive. I swear to God. And she was laughing as if I was lying. Laughing.
Why
'cause
do
she
you
thought I
allow
was
these
lying.
people to insult you on your panel, Shelley? I don't get it. I just don't get it. You just, it seems like you just like the abuse. She
She does.
continues to abuse you verbally on your own panel with insults.
On your own panel.
And she's still here.
You know what?
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Can anybody tell me, besides Lauren, can anybody tell me the difference between an attorney and a lawyer?
Ooh, I know.
At this
Besides
point, I don't
Lauren.
even give a fuck. She's the most disrespectful person I've ever met.
Well, you keep on interrupting her.
That's fine. I can do that. And I can
This is
interrupt you
between
too,
Swedish
Rada.
Sugar and Lauren.
No, it's not,
Wha-
because I'm done talking to her. I have
I'm
nothing.
done
Yeah,
talking
but you're-
about it. I'm really busy calling the cops on one of my two sons. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna get off panel to go destroy one of my children's lives.
Yeah, Lauren, aren't you the
thank
one who
you.
said you have a problem interrupting people? Isn't that what you said?
As you're interrupting her?
Yeah, like I've been working on it. You two just interrupted me this entire time.
What's
It
your
was
problem, Rada? You're not
The
gonna just come
problem
up
is-
here and interrupt us.
Shelley,
Motherfucker.
Shelley, isn't it convenient how you know, you know what? I'm done. I have no respect
Oh my
for
God, you know
Rada.
what?
I have
I'm
no
done. I have
respect
no
for
respect for
Lauren.
anyone. I have no respect for my family.
And I'm
I have
losing
no
respect for your
myself.
panel as the
She's
guest
worse
judge.
than Steph. God, she's a bitch. I don't want you to be in my server anymore. I don't even like you anymore, you stupid bitch.
She's so rude and hateful and obnoxious.
And
And
so is
she
this
has
guy.
this sense of entitlement.
Oh, now
and
I'm again?
Rada, you
Man, you're
allowed
bipolar, huh, Shelley?
You allowed her on your panel last night, and you allow everybody on your panel to
Start your
just
smear
dog
campaign.
on everybody else. So I have no respect for you.
Oh, no.
I mean,
Well, then
come
go
on, look
live
at the
and do your own panels and run them the way you want to. Because
Rada,
I don't
you
really give a fuck.
You have a mod in your chat who supports NNH. That says a lot about
Oh,
you
my
and your
God. I
mods.
have a mod in my chat that supports NNH. Oh, boy. Who's that?
Hey, Dingo.
Hello.
Hi, Dingo.
Rather, to answer your question,
Fuck
you
you,
become a
Lauren.
lawyer once you go through law school and study law and do all the law school and do the exams. Right? To become an attorney, you have to sit the bar exam and pass that.
Right. That's what these two were confused about because they were changing their story. That's what I.
Completely different.
Yeah. No, I knew the answer, but I just wanted these
can,
two.
So can an attorney not be called a lawyer if he's already
No,
gone
they
through
cannot.
that?
No,
No, they cannot.
they cannot.
Two different titles.
Maybe that's the politically correct way, but I think
That's
if
not
you
politically
ask,
correct. That's
I
the
think
way
if
it
you
goes.
ask anybody who is not in that field or is just a common person, they are going to tell you they're the same thing.
No, they're not the same thing.
Sorry, I'm a common person. I'm not in that field.
No, you're not, Dingo. You're a little bit more intelligent than the common person.
That's not a common person. When you graduate from a school, you get a degree, and then you have to go for your license. That's what an attorney and a lawyer is the difference. She has a doctorate degree. That's what it is when she becomes after you graduate from the law school.
Now, if you ask any thug or any criminal on the street, they're going to tell you they're the same. That's the point I'm making.
Well, that's not the problem. I mean, that's their problem. She's not practicing any law. I mean, she's not going to the courtroom.
She's practicing her law on YouTube.
Okay, well, a lot of people
And that's-
practice their law on YouTube, and they don't even have a high school diploma. So what's the point?
Unethical. It's unethical to practice law on YouTube and say you are a lawyer or an attorney or
A lawyer or an attorney? Which one?
she's used both.
I've never heard her use both.
I've got
She's
the
actually
clips
quite clear
and
made
I'm
the
gonna
difference.
share 'em. I've got the clips
Actually,
and I'm going to share them
sorry,
because I want to
sorry,
point it
Rather.
out.
I have to go back. With Lauren, she did state that at one stage when she first started coming into this community, she was a lawyer. But then she also did correct herself about a little bit later on because somebody questioned her about it, and she said she's studying law, and she said not actually a lawyer until she studies the law and passes the exams.
So I've always been really clear on the difference between lawyer and attorney. Lawyer means that you've graduated law school. Attorney means that you've passed the bar and you're barred. That being said,
Oh, damn. Didn't I just say that?
No, okay, thank you. The reason that I've been really upset with Sweet as Sugar is for several months now, she has been doxing me in Poor Dirt Farmers chat. Has been saying,
Prove it. Prove it.
Okay, I have screenshots.
Okay, drop them.
Okay.
Until then, who's my mod that supports NNE news? I mean NNH, whatever you forgive
Aussie
me.
Angel.
Aussie Angel.
Yes.
And how does she support?
So somebody had a panel at one time, and the conversation was about whether they would go cop watching with him or not. And she said, no matter what, whether he was, it was all in his past, and she would definitely go cop watching with him. And she continued to support him all the way up. And now she doesn't have any comments about it. I'd like to know where she stands now.
So do you have a mod in my channel?
No.
Is that why you're jealous?
Rada, I've gone to your channel a few times, and I've done it just to state my mind on a certain topic. Like yesterday, when I went up there, I didn't even go up there to talk to Lauren. I went up there to say something about the topic at hand, which was El Sancho. And then you conveniently had to go and get a cup of coffee, and you left me there to deal with her, and that isn't what I went up there for.
Oh, I've got to go feed some drop beer,
Well-
Shelly. I'll catch you later.
Thanks,
Thank
Dingo.
you.
Bye, Dingo.
Well, you do realize Lauren was up there already, so why would you come up here if you don't get along with Lauren, or just wait till I got back? Because I did say while you were still backstage, I was going to go get a cup of coffee and I'd be back. And you had no problem with it at that time.
Lauren's a panel whore, and she'll never get down, and I only had a few minutes to speak, so. And you left me backstage for a little while before you let me up, so.
It sounds like you have a lot of problems in life, huh?
I ran out of time, and I was just not.
Yeah.
I didn't
Sounds like
care
a lot
anymore.
of problems, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. Okay, this is what I'm going to say. First of all, Lauren, when you go on someone's panel, you don't disrespect the host, okay? I'm just going to let
Well,
you
you
know
do
that
all the
right
time
away.
to me, Shelly, when you talk over
Rada,
me when
I
I'm on
went
my
onto your
so
panel,
whatever.
and I was very respectful on your panel.
No, you were talking over me and everything, so don't be a hypocrite. Stop it.
It's a panel. It's hard to not talk over people.
Well, okay, then it's hard to talk over people. Sorry.
Shelly, I'm done sitting up here with tyrants. I'm gonna go.
Oh,
Have a good
no.
night.
Yeah, you all can go.
You're going to be greatly missed. I mean,
Yeah.
even your family misses you so.
Guess she'll never change.
All right, good night. Judy, please stop with the hate. It gets old. It gets fucking old. Lauren, fuck off. Rada, fuck off. You guys aren't going to treat me that way on my own panel. Sweet is right. I don't do that to you guys. It's a panel. People talk over each other. There's no mic that's being passed around. People like Lauren has these long paragraphs that she's saying, and nobody can get a word in. And apparently, Rada has a problem people talking over each other when it happens. Okay? Be a little bit more patient, Rada. Can you do that? Huh? Can ya? Because when I was on your panel, I was very respectful. And you came in here like a fucking wrecking ball, trying to take over my panel. insinuating that I was stupid, insinuating that, oh, you had faith in me. I thought I had faith in you. No. Just no. And Lauren, you don't know how to fight. You don't know how to fight. As a lawyer, you should know that it's a give and take. I mean, you both were teaming up on her. Why don't you look for the principles instead of going after the personality? And GD, you know, you were calling her a liar the entire time. Radha, do you think I did it on purpose to be malicious? Seriously, do you think that? All right, GD, I'm done with that shit. I need to go to bed. I'm tired. I don't have any more fight left in me. I just don't. This is supposed to be fun. Yeah, you can have disagreements. But for fuck's sake, you guys act like that you can just treat people however you want, and it's a very disrespectful way. And I don't want to be up here bitching at adults on how to act. Yeah, it wasn't civilized, sweet. Okay, Radha, sure. Lauren, I don't want you on my panel. I'm not going to have you on my panel. You're not a good chick. I don't want you around. All right, Lauren, I'm going to have to ban you. You're fucking on my dick too much, dude. You too. Don't ban me, because if you do, I'm going to go hard at you and I'm going to go live every time you go live. It's childish. It's fucking childish. You don't see how I'm right and you're wrong. You don't see that, obviously. I know, Huckleberry. I know. That's right, Trumpy. I'm going to have to side with, oh my God.
Stop being a tyrant and dropping people when they have a difference of opinion.
I'm not going to take abuse and harassment.
Nobody's harassing or abusing you.
You're basically saying that people talk over each other. Like I said, there's no mic for us to pass around.
Don't need a mic to pass around. Just let people talk instead of interrupting them by saying don't interrupt.
Keep talking.
And make noises and whatever else.
You done?
I
How
thought
long
you
do
had something.
How long do I have to wait for, to be able to talk?
How am I an enabler? Sweet. So, I mean, that's sweet. I mean, that's typical of Sweet. She gets in a bad mood and whatever.
You guys dogpiled her. Didn't you see that?
Nope, we didn't dogpile her because you dropped Lauren, and then that's when I started asking questions of Sweet. So, no, we didn't dogpile her.
Lauren insulted me, okay? She was...
So, is the problem dogpiling or insulting? Like, can we stay on track? What is the problem? What is the issue for tonight?
I don't have an issue.
Well, I mean, you
I'm
sound
tired.
like
And
you
I
think
feel
you
like
need some bed?
interrupting you the whole time.
Do you think you need some bedtime?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, you need to stop being mean and telling people how to run their panels.
I don't tell anybody to run their
Been doing
panels.
that shit for
All
years.
people are doing is saying, "Stop talking, let them talk."
You said people don't want to hear my voice.
Yeah, they don't want. They didn't come here to hear you. They want to hear them too. Like, unless you're like by yourself. Like when you were on my panel earlier, people were asking you, "Was like, do you really need this much attention? Like, is this why?" Just let them talk. Talk it out. This is what they're.
You realize that everybody who goes on a panel wants attention. I don't know why you point the fingers at me. Why is that? No, seriously. Yeah, everybody wants the same thing. You guys just want to pick on people. That's all. I mean, I see through it. I just shouldn't take anything personally because you're just going to do it. So, easy target, I guess. Well, people bite back, when you poke too much. Yeah, they do. Yeah. I can go harder than you can.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
So keep trying. Keep trying to fight me.
333. Make a wish.
Thank you, hippie. Appreciate that.
Did you make a wish?
It's not a wish. It's a significant number to me. Okay?
I don't talk about you.
I didn't say you did.
I'm talking to Huck. See, this is the problem I said earlier. Remember how you say you ignore chat a lot? No, I am reading. I'm trying to read a chat. Like, I don't.
You're not always right. You realize that, right? I mean, you're here with me.
90% of the times. I don't understand how I don't. What do you mean keeping my name out of your mouth?
Well, you could actually say, I know you're talking to somebody in there. Why don't you just say their name? That way I know that you're talking to the chat.
Just read your chat. Like, I mean, it's right there.
Just say their name.
I'm not saying it disparagingly. I was actually sticking up for you, but I mean.
Right. Okay, so just try it. So read somebody's name and then.
I'm talking to the same person that's talking to me, though. Like, which I was actually, I didn't think I was being disrespectful, but if you thought I was, then I apologize.
Oh, I just didn't know you were talking to, if you were talking to me or the chat. Hey, screenshot.
You allow tyranny on your panel, Rada. You could care less. No, I don't allow tyranny. All right, then I won't bring up your name anymore, Huckleberry. I apologize. I mean, you were in my chat. That's why I was saying your name, but I won't bring it up.
Yeah, there's really like a negative tone and energy that's going on, and I don't know when it started, but it probably started when I got tired. And then Lauren came up. She's kind of a bitch. Just saying.
Well, I mean, that's not going to help either. I mean,
well, she's a real bitch. So if she wants to really have a conversation, she can come at me. She's not going to go at Sweet about some shit that has
Huckleberry agreed. Fair enough. Huckleberry agreed. I will allow tyranny on your panel. What kind of tyranny? I mean, you love using these big words, Sweet, but like you don't ever explain yourself. Like, I don't know how I allow tyranny. I let everybody talk and I let everybody have a fair share.
Tyranny.
Tyranny.
Incorrect.
How do you spell tear?
Tyra.
Tyr, yeah, okay, yeah. Last time I spelled it was Tear, but I'm not trying to be about. No, I fair enough. I got you. Fine, no problem.
Well, I give you props for talking. I give you props for not getting butthurt and walking away, and then I mean you'll probably start shit tomorrow, but
yeah, I'm gonna go live right after this. I'm gonna go live and drag you. I think.
Yeah, but you don't have to do that because
No?
that hurts people's feelings. Yeah,
I don't know.
it's really negative, and I'm not going to give you another chance if you do that. And that's the truth. I can't do that anymore.
So why are you acting tyrannical when you keep on dropping people? Like when you don't get your way?
Well, because if she were in my home, I would tell her to leave. And if she
So
didn't
then,
leave, I would push her ass out of my door.
yeah, but you dropped me though. I don't understand. That's what I'm talking about. You dropped me.
Were you insulting me, Rada? Really?
I don't think so. Was I?
Yeah.
How was I insulting you?
You're saying I was talking over you.
Well, that's not an insult. Like, so basically I should have dropped you off my panel earlier when everybody was saying, Shelly, stop talking. Let them talk. Is that what I should have done?
Rada, my haters were saying that. Should I make a list?
Oh my God. Well, why do you have a list of haters though?
Because I'm a popular person.
Mm.
And the haters love me. They just don't know it.
Oh, okay. They love you. They love to hate you. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, I'm pretty well known. I mean, obviously.
Yeah. Interesting.
And it spreads wider than just this quote community. No, you're not blocked. So I treat you with respect, and I may not always be perfect. Like you obviously want.
You're perfect. Oh, you're perfect.
Well, in God's eyes, maybe.
In my eyes, you're perfect.
Okay. Well, you're not. So just want to let you know that, okay?
Oh.
I hope you can
didn't
take
know that.
the low blow.
That hurt. I thought it was.
Ouch. Those balls, Protect
Right in
them.
the ball.
Yep.
Right in the nuggets.
That's what I go for. Clip it, buddy.
Yeah.
Why does it always go to that? You know what I mean? Like, really? The balls?
I didn't say the balls. You did.
I don't even
I
like
was just
balls.
agreeing with you.
You guys could do without the balls. Don't like them. It's not my favorite part.
What's your favorite part?
The tits. Big ones.
Oh. What if a guy doesn't have big tits?
Well, then I guess they're abs. Big
Abs.
long abs.
Mm.
Don't you
Yeah.
need to go to bed? It's almost 4:00 in the morning.
No, it's not. Not here.
Dude, we're on the same time zone.
It's almost 3:42 in the morning.
Okay. Close enough.
Well, we still have to go by 3:45 and 3:50 and 3:55 to get to 4. So I mean, why do you have to rush time? Like, enjoy time, enjoy life, take it easy.
I can't enjoy life when people are fighting. I don't like that.
Yeah, but so let me explain something to you. All right. You're
Sure,
going to
go
have
ahead.
Swedish Sugar and Lauren on panel. How do you think that was going to go after yesterday?
I didn't see the fight yesterday at all. So I had no idea. I know there was a fight, but I didn't see it. I don't know how they both fight.
Maybe it's 3:42 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, Lauren talks over people. And she goes
We
into
all
attack
do.
mode.
All right. I'll give you that. I mean, she does. Yeah.
I wanted to hear both sides because Lauren is so invested in Sweet's personal life, so I wanted to hear what evidence she had, but I didn't get a whole lot out of her except you're a liar, you're a bitch, you're a cunt.
Well, I mean, sometimes Lauren. I mean, that's one of Lauren's downfalls when she's fighting with people. She goes to the insults and yeah. But Lauren is claiming that Sweet has been doxing been getting docs and PDFs for months, and she was going to show some proof, and I guess she has proof.
Do you have proof right now, Lauren? Do you have an apology or anything? Or are you cool with your behavior? What's going on? Do you need some, methamphetamines of some type? Or you need to calm down? Maybe a Valium? I don't know. I mean, you need to figure that out because something ain't right, sister. Shout out to
That's going a little low. I mean, come on. You wanted to apologize to you, now you're going a little low.
I did. I did. I went low on her.
I mean, just right now. I mean, before, yeah, you were just going tit for tat with her, but now you wanted to come up and apologize, but you're going a little low on her now. I mean,
and she's blocked.
And she's blocked, so that's a little tyranny.
Tyrannical. Let me see what I got here. You have
What do you
proof.
got there?
Oh, let's see if she's in here. Guests. Jeez.
I mean, if Sweet wants to come back up, I'll drop.
Sweet is a church-going woman. She does not appreciate the treatment she's getting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Lauren. Let's see what you got. If I'm any kind of a friend to Sweet, I probably shouldn't be doing this.
Why? Why do you let other people? She just got done telling you. Why do you let other people tell you how to run your panel? And now you're going to let her run your panel? Tell you how? No. You do what you want.
I mean, if she's so adamant.
Hello. So, Sweet has genuinely 4 months. Like, if you go to her page, she has multiple videos about me. I have 0 about her. I've never talked about her on my channel ever. I haven't even started talking about her until yesterday. She's been beyond nasty. She said my full name in PDF's channel multiple times.
This is your full name. Right here.
No, it's not.
No, that's not her name. Oh my God, Shelly.
Yeah, I also can't get a JD in 2 years. Okay. So,
You're not cute, so don't try to be.
Well, DMs.
You're not as smart as you think you are. Yeah.
To think differently. Anyway.
Sweet as sugar, if you want to come up, I'll drop. I didn't know you had that much of a problem with me.
And our chick, like, come on. She's gone on to PDFs. She's lied about me consistently. She's talked about my bar shit. Like, I would never get into her personal situation, but for the fact that she's talked about my family, talked about how my mom is a loser for not like winning her election or whatever, and same with my dad. Like, she's really gone into my family, talked about my younger sister. So now she's mad at me for talking about shit that everyone talks about. And then beyond that, what she did was nasty. Like, calling cops on family is just nasty. So she's just a nasty person. She started this with me knowing how I am. Shelly, you don't start shit with me. So I don't really attack you. But when you do, get mad at me for the rabbit stuff, then I'll come at you. But otherwise, like, I don't come after people unless they start shit with me first. And she has been starting shit with me 4 months, for many, many months. And I don't know why she would do that. If she can't handle the heat, she should get out of Lauren De Laguna Court.
All right, Sweet. If you doxed her name, just go ahead and put it in chat. So, as proof that you did, that you know her name.
Oh, and that's another really cute thing that she's doing. She's asking for proof, knowing that PDF took down. So he made like 50 videos of me. I copy striked 2 of them, and he took all of them down and hid them. So she knows all the evidence is hidden. But now she's just refusing to admit it. It's amazing. Like, she can't own up to anything. At least when I do something, I admit to it. She just lies.
All right, screenshots tell me I have to go get a job, so I gotta go get a job. Have a good night.
Okay, yeah. Anarch chick,
Barry wants to take over for Sweet now. So she'll be
What?
standing in for Sweet. By the way.
Who?
Huckleberry. She's going to stand in for Sweet. Yeah.
Huckleberry has so many of her own issues. Like, we could talk about the fact that I've seen the police paperwork that she submitted, and she straight up lied about Tonic and her sexual assault. So, she can't be, she's just not. It's unfortunate because, if Tonic actually assaulted the first woman, she dragged all the attention off of her to put it on herself, which will mean that that other woman will never get true justice. So, pretty disgusting thing to do. Pretty disgusting.
You know that his ex got to tell her story, right? She got to tell it to Rick Crew when he called her.
Yeah, did she get justice that she deserved?
I don't know. You have to ask her.
Well, I mean, Tonic's out and about dating other people, and then you have Huckleberry lying about it. I don't know.
You're on his Fox train for sure. So let me ask you this: do you believe the hurricane
Was
story?
the bitch that accused 2 men and they are in jail? What are you talking about? I have never accused anyone who ended up in prison, you psycho. Let alone 2. There's no one in prison because of me, you psycho bitch. There might be my stalker from Boston may eventually go to prison because he stalked me, and there's evidence of that. But no men are in jail right now. And I never accused anyone of R. Unlike you.
Let me see the screenshots of the docs.
Yeah, crazy. I took screenshots of something else that I thought was that. I had not taken screenshots because the live replay was still there and I didn't anticipate them to take down all of the videos of me on Poor Dirt Farmers thing.
So what did she dox? Your first and last name?
First and last name, yeah. And family and sister's name. And my and then lied about my bar stuff. Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I'd have to see it because I don't.
Yeah,
think
I
she-
don't really care what you believe or see because you hang around. Look at your chat. So let's see who's in your chat. You have Huckleberry, Sweet as Sugar, and Crazy Dingo. So you have a really wonderful chat. Have fun with your fucking gaggle of retards. I'm gonna go. Bye.
I mean, where is she gonna go? She has no friends here, obviously, if she is now hanging out with Tonic. That's your girl, GD. She's hanging out with Tonic, riding his foxtail, isn't she? That's cute. Lauren. What a classy lady she is. Yeah, I just don't like her. I just don't like her. Like, at all. Yeah. And I can't tell her to her face because she'll interrupt me and not let me talk to her. You know, she's impatient like Rada. He's impatient. We all have opinions too. And we all have a voice. You know, and I may not be as disrespectful as she is to be cool enough for her to shut up and listen every once in a while. You know, because I don't do that. I don't fight like that. And I'm tired. I'm very tired. Rada, you need to go to fucking work or something. Do something with your life. You're mean. Just mean. A lot of people are here just mean. I don't even know why I spend time dealing with this shit. Seriously. I don't think I'm gonna go live. You guys are asking me to go live and then to do this. She puts it out there and she has no fucking proof. None. So don't say it. Don't even fucking go there. Show me. Anybody can embellish their story. Show me what you got. Every story I've told you guys, I can tell it 1,000 times. It's the same thing because it's the truth. Pretty sure that Sweet doesn't have to give any information about her private life, like ever. Sweet, tell her to fuck off. Tell that bitch to fuck off next time she brings it up. You don't have to talk to her at all. You don't owe her an explanation at all. You know, she can go on other people's panels and disrespect. Not here. Her and Tonic are cut from the same cloth, I can tell. Well, you got to get in where you fit in. Clearly, she found a place. I just don't understand why she's on here acting the way that she does with her credentials. I don't know. You would think that somebody of, you know, that level of education would actually be doing something with it, not be spending all this time here. Maybe she could be like reading or something, doing something productive. She thinks that I'm not smart. She's pretty dumb. She doesn't use her time wisely, clearly. When I asked her, you know, how many years she went to school, and she told me 2 years at first. 2 years. And then she says, "You're so dumb. You thought you were laughing and laughing." I'm like, you told me 2 years. You guys heard it. She said 2 years to get her PhD. She didn't say 6 years. Idiot. Now who's dumb? You fucking bitch. Why don't you listen? Fucking hoe. Bitch. Why do you not like her? I'm the one listening to her, and she's got it all fucked up. 2 years. 2 years for a PhD. Okay. Anybody would laugh at that. Seriously? Lot Lizard? Anybody. Because nobody would believe that. Now, if you say 6 years, yeah, okay. I don't know your school name. I don't know, you know, what you know, clearly. But you told us 2 years, so I'm sure everybody got a good chuckle from that. Go back and listen to it. Go back and listen to your insults. You sound stupid. And yes, I did insult you. And I meant it. She said it took her 4 years for her bachelor's, which is definitely understandable, and then 2 more years to get the PhD. That's awesome, Huckleberry. I And from what I've read, I think they cut out the GRE for the masters. Pretty sure they stopped doing that. At least from what I've seen at my school where I would have gone for the masters. Which now it's better to go for it because I was just kind of shying away from taking that test. Hey, no. Oh, well, then she shouldn't talk about other people, Huckleberry. She has no room to talk about other people when her side of the street isn't squeaky clean. She might could just shut the F up. I mean, that kind of would help. It's a good start anyways. She wants to talk about all of Sweet's views and how many subscribers she has. She has no idea who Sweet is. She stumbled upon us in this quote community and she's trying to take over something. Rada does the same thing. You know, I go on his panel and I basically don't say a whole lot. I just am kind of there. And I try to, you know, interject when I can. And, you know, it's hard. It's not an easy thing to be on a panel with a bunch of people. It's not an easy thing at all. And if you can get a flow going, you've accomplished something. Seriously, if you can get that chemistry going on the panel, man, that's something great. And it's happened before. I've seen it happen. It's happened on mine. It's happened on other people's. But, you know, every once in a while, there's some kind of a hiccup that makes it to where it doesn't flow. And you can't always put your finger on it, but, you know, but everybody, they, you know, if they go up on the panel, they at least try, you know, to have a good time. But lately, it's just like everybody wants to fight. And you know what? I did start this out because Lauren was like fighting in my server with Madison. And I'm so glad that Madison decided not to come up because Lauren fights dirty. She fights like a hood thug biatch. In other words, a thought. Okay? She fights like that. Take my earrings, throw my flip-flops, and start pulling hair. She's a Jerry Springer thought. Okay? And that's Lauren. And GD, I'm going to have you kick her. I'll let you be the one to kick her. And if y'all got a problem with it in the server, I'll take everybody's roles away. Because she's not going to be in the server. She's not going to get away with fighting with Madison, fighting with Sweet. Because I'll be fighting with her. And trust me, she does not want to step to me. Because when I get going, dude, she's going to back down. And she's going to stick her tail between her legs and walk away with her head down, kicking rocks. You know, she needs to quit her day job at the truck stops and look for something constructive to contribute to society. I mean, she might be able to make it out there with the other hoes, but that's not any way to use your degree. For sure, you're basically wasting your degree. Well, you know, I think so. I think you're right about that. Uncle Barry, I know you would, you know, and you know, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to they're going to give me shit when I get to the server. And you know what, dude? I can't help that. You know, I'll side with whom I want. And if the other person gets angry with it, then they're the problem, not me. And I don't have to convince anybody to side with me or the people I side with at all. But it does cause a strife between people for sure. However, I'm not going to sacrifice, how I feel about somebody for somebody else. Yeah, exactly, Huckleberry. Sun will do the body good. I know, Huckleberry. And it's not just what they think. I mean, that's fine, what they think in their head about people, but it's how they talk to people. And that's the hard part, is not taking it personally, but also not taking it. Not taking it. Nobody has to take it. If I'm fighting you back, or if I'm, starting it, then there's a fight. But I don't have to take bullshit. I don't. And I'll take bullshit from her going off on my friend. I was going to give Lauren a chance, but she didn't come up with anything. She just had accusations left and right. And I'm going to have to go back and read all of those things that she has in there about Madison, somebody else I like. Lauren asked me to go into my server. And I said, sure. And sweet, I didn't see that fight, and I wish I had before bringing her up. I didn't see any of it. I went to bed at like 7:30 at night. I wasn't even on YouTube. And then I woke up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I didn't see it. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to go back and watch it. It's just going to be a screaming match. And she doesn't fight fair. And that's why Sweet was like, she was going to go. And I don't blame her. But I didn't want Sweet to go. And the one who's being the loudest and most obnoxious, I'm never going to side with that person. And Sweet is not a weak person. It seemed like, and I could be wrong, but it seemed like she was uncomfortable, I'm sure, talking about her personal life. And Lauren just attacked. Liar! Go back and watch it. You'll understand why I did what I did. By dropping her, it definitely stopped the fight, and then I brought her back up, and then it just started again. I'm not even checking it, Sweet. I haven't finished my monster either. Huckleberry, I agree. She took it too fucking far. And she crossed the line. The water's not too far away from it. Call me a tyrant, call me whatever. Don't disrespect me and try to take over. I don't even remember what he said exactly, but whatever it was, it really pissed me off. And I used to say this. because I try to be fair with people. I try to be nice. I don't understand what the issue is. But I told people in the past, I said, you know what? If you're not lifting me up, you're trying to pull me down. And I know that's a lot to ask, but let's give a little. Can we do that? Can we stop having so much fucking ego and shit? Hmm. Sleep stream. Could you guys hear that? Okay, never mind. I didn't have it on share. Yeah, she's a piece of shit. She's a piece of shit. I got restreamed. Somebody's gonna get struck for that. Motherfuckers. Oh, I fucking hate them. All right. Oh, I'm better than all of them. I'm the most awesome person in the world. They suck, and God loves me. Okay. God loves you guys too. Even Lauren and her fuck shit ass hoe bag cunt bitch slut. Lot Lizard. Yeah, everybody loves her, right? She's awesome. She really has been an asset to this quote community. I mean, she just has rolled through and people appreciate her because she contributes so much to this community. That's Lauren De Laguna. Lauren. Wow. Oh boy. She's gonna need an army. Buta. Ihate Buta. You know, and she is gonna need some backup. Because clearly she has an issue. And it's not with other people, it's within herself. She hates herself. She hates herself. She has an issue with herself. And I can't help that. But, you know, she's on here a lot. And, yeah, I just don't like her. I just really don't like her. She's just like really shitty. I don't even like her. I'm gonna give her some attention too, Huckleberry. We got this. It's on, y'all. Don't get me mad. I get really, quote, passionate. So passionate, I wanted Sweet to meet me. I was serious too. Back in the day. I mean, I'm glad we didn't. Honestly. Lori's gonna find out, isn't she? She might have a lot coming her way, I think. Oh, I'm going to keep an eye on her. I'm going to keep an eye on her. All right, guys. Good night. Thanks for being here. I'm tired. See ya. Bye.